football games. Walkersville at Liberty on Friday and TJ at Catoctin on Saturday. And oh yeah, that exciting news I mentioned? Check out our newest addition to high school sports, our very own Frederick County Sports Connection website, fredcosports.com, covering all 10 Frederick County teams with news, stats, standings, predictions, interactive blogs, scores, and more. Football is back, baby, and Friday Night Lights turns into Saturday afternoon excitement right here on the #1 radio station for high school football, Cool Oldies 1450, THU.
We interrupt our regular programming to bring you this special sports presentation.
All right, it's game day. You only got one job to do. That's win. That means you stay focused for 4 quarters. Know your assignments and finish on every play. Don't be looking for shortcuts and don't even think about making excuses. Because if you want the W, you're going to have to earn it.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Western Regional Park in Woodbine, Maryland. We had a last-second venue change for this season opener football game between the Walkersville Lions and the Liberty Lions, and it has sure thrown a monkey wrench in all of the plans. But, hey, that's part of the joy of doing high school football on the radio, especially the season opener, is that you got to be flexible and you got to be ready to react. So we did. Our team came together. We pulled it off. We're here at the Western Regional Park, which is in Howard County. It isn't even Carroll County where Liberty High School is located. Liberty's sort of in between Eldersburg and Sykesville. We're here in the new field. We're going to bring you this game live. We've got a new option for you on our website. You can go to fredcosports.com. You can watch the game live on video, or you can go to WTHUradio.com. and you can watch the game live on video, or if you don't have the bandwidth, you can just listen to it in your audio feed. So we've got 2 options for you, lots of ways for you to be able to watch this game. Earlier this week, Coach Rick Ladle was able to catch up with head coach of the Walkersville Lions, Tyler Thompson. Here's that interview as we get ready for kickoff at 6:30.
Good evening. We're talking to Coach Tyler Thompson, Walkersville football coach, as he prepares to kick off the season opener at Liberty High School Friday evening. How you doing, Coach? Most exciting time of the year, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me on. I always appreciate it. I like coming on with all you guys. You guys do a great job, so thank you. But, yep, very exciting time of the year. Get to see what we're made of. Very happy about that.
Okay. Are you able to sleep at night this week?
You lose a little bit over time. I think that when you start football season, probably a couple days before and getting everything ready, you start sleeping a little bit less. Either staying up late thinking about things, or waking up a little bit early, or not being able to get back to bed. You just want to feel like you made sure your guys are prepared. So that's my big thing. Is I always want to make sure that my guys are prepared, and I'm putting them in the best position to be successful.
Very good, Coach. And this being your second season as head coach, does it feel different at all?
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit different than what it was last year. Obviously, last year we were going in the Liberty game week 1, and I had never won a game before as a head coach. So luckily we were able to win that first game and get that monkey off my back. So, there's definitely not that added amount of nerves to it, but, you still get excited. You still get the butterflies, you still get the nerves, and it's pretty exciting. I think not only for me, but for all the kids too.
Looking at this year's team, it seems your skill positions pretty talented and senior-led. Is there anybody you want to talk about a little bit in the preview?
Yeah, we're pretty excited about a handful of guys. Obviously, we're happy to have our quarterback, Owen Brooks, back. Ended the season short with an injury last year, but he was looking promising as a junior, and he was great in the offseason for us once he got healthy and threw the ball great in all of our summer leagues. He's looked pretty sharp all throughout training camp and in our scrimmages. We're very excited about that. He's definitely a player, and I'm hoping he lives up to what we think he is, and I think he's going to come through for us. So definitely excited about Owen. He's wearing number 12 this year. And then our running back, number 1, Colton Amaral, he played our inside Z receiver last year, and our running back graduated, Marcus Ross, he graduated. So Colton's making his way into the backfield. He'll be our premier ball carrier. He's had a really good camp. He had a good baseball season this spring, and then once the summer turned, it turned into football for him, and he's put in a ton of work. And then a couple of other guys that have been leading us on the perimeter is Damian Grant, Messiah Martin, and Taylor Patton. They've been out there in our 3 receiving spots. I look forward to all those guys, hopefully catching and scoring and running and making plays in open space, because they've done a great job for us basically since we started with our off-season program in May and June.
Hope these young men stay healthy. And with your offensive line, appears to be a little younger than last year's team. What can we expect from this unit?
Yeah, we are a little bit younger. Obviously, it's going to be very difficult to replace Logan Boston and Wyatt Weinrich. Wyatt Weinrich was a 2-year starter for us. He started 25 games at the tackle position, and he also was the defensive side of the ball and a great kid and worked hard in the weight room. And then, we had Logan Boston, who ended up starting, if I can take a look at it here, he's ended up starting about 37 games for us at offensive line, and probably 25 of those he started on the defensive line as well. He's an absolute monster. Obviously, I got some favoritism toward him. I personally believe last year he was the most dominant offensive lineman that we had in the county. He's one of the best ones to come through in a while, and now he's at Monmouth University playing left guard. So it's really hard to kind of try and replicate that type of production. But with all that being said, and being positive with our previous guys, I have a lot of positivity and a great outlook on what we have at offensive line right now. We're returning Corbin Gilbert at guard. We're returning Charlie Nilsson. He's moving from guard to tackle. And we're young at the center position with Braden Mitchell, but he ended up starting a couple games for us as a freshman last year at the offensive side of the ball and a handful of games on the defensive side of the ball. He's got a lot of experience for a sophomore kid. We bring up 2 JV kids, Isaiah Tresh and Gavin Rakeshaw, who have been really good for us during this preseason. Works really hard and, have blocked pretty well in the scrimmages. So, there's that group there. I'm pretty excited to see him. And also want to give a little bit of, shout out to Max Berth. He's our tight end. He's been great blocking. He's been great catching the ball, and I don't want him to think I don't think of him as a weapon because he looks good out there. I'm excited about that front 6 there. So
okay, let's talk about the defensive side of the ball a little bit in the unit and what your strength defensively might be.
So, defensively, we do return a lot of guys in the defensive backfield. And obviously being a 1-2, we play a lot of guys both ways. So a couple names you've already heard before. Colton Amaral also plays our strong safety position. He played there for us last year in that spot. He played all over the field. And then he was an all-county guy. And then we returned Mason Ambush at the other safety position. He started every game for us as a sophomore last year. He was second team all-county. We have Damian Grant and Messiah Martin and Brandon Cheney and Josh Jenkins. Josh Jenkins started 10 games for us last year. Damian started 3 games for us last year. And a couple of those guys are returning from injury from last year as well. So we got a lot of experience in our defensive backfield. Like I said, we're trying to replace some of our defensive tackles up front. But, I'm definitely feeling excited about some of our guys. All those offensive line guys that we said, they rotate in at either defensive tackle or one of our anchored ends. And, we have a couple of those linebackers in there. We'll be young at linebacker, but we'll be anchored by our junior Max Berth, and we'll rotate some other guys in there. So we're looking to have a pretty sound unit. Nicholas Spradlin comes back for us. He played a lot of games, a lot of reps last year. We're getting Thomas Kelly introduced on the defensive line. He's done a good job all throughout camp. And, I've already mentioned some of our other guys, that'll fill in, that play that offensive line spot.
Okay, Coach. I think we pretty much covered everything. I'm excited about Friday evening. I think the weather is going to be great for you guys as you travel to Sykesville to take on the Liberty Lions. Best of luck, Coach, and thanks for your time.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Lights are back on. It's a Frederick County versus Carroll County matchup. The Walkersville Lions taking on the Liberty Lions in a rematch of the season opener from last season. Great to have you with us from Western Regional Park in Howard County with Coach Rick Little. I'm Ryan Pierce. Coach, great to have another season ready to go here for Friday Night Lights.
This is the time of the year that football coaches just live for. As much as practice is nice August 13th and 14th, that first game, you see what you really have. You've played a couple of scrimmages. Your kids know their practice games. This one is when it all counts in the state of Maryland.
It was great hearing you talk with Walkersville coach Tyler Thompson. It seems like he's excited about his offensive weapons. Lots of seniors and, of course, a veteran quarterback coming back.
Yeah, a lot of speed at the skill position for Coach Thompson's Walkersville Lions. A little maybe unsure of things, though, because most of them didn't start. Colton Amaral was a mainstay offensively and defensively for Walkersville last year. Quarterback Owen Brooks went down after 3 games, so he's kind of inexperienced, though he's a senior. Had a really good summer passing the football. Coach is looking for a lot of things out of that skilled group, a lot of speed. When I watch them in exhibition games, they are fast. They're game breakers all over the field. If this young offensive line for Walkersville can give Owen Brooks time, it could be dangerous.
And for Liberty coach Larry Luth, he's been the coach since 2016. He mentioned this week that it's very important to control the ball and force some turnovers because they don't have the explosive weapons, at least as of now, that Walkersville does.
That's right. Starting his 14th season, 83 wins.
Wow.
He knows how to win. He talked about adjusting scheme to match personnel. So it'll be real interesting to see what he comes out with. I think they want to run the football. I don't know if they'll be able to against this front 7 of Walkersville. Not a lot of size in the Liberty Lions offensive front. So it's going to be a good contrast. Coaches move those chess pieces around, especially here in week 1.
Sure. Well, we'll see what Liberty does first. They are actually going to kick off. Walkersville will return, working from left to right. Both these teams call them the Lions. They have the same colors, too, that dark blue and kind of yellow gold trim. The Walkersville Lions are in their road whites. The Liberty Lions are in their home blues as Liberty kicks off Walkersville to return. And we are ready for action. Week 1 of the high school football season as the deep back returns it on the far side of the field at the 25. Tries to cut back and now angled outside to the 31. And that is where Walkersville takes over to start their first drive.
Yep, junior Mazea Martin. Nice return there. Nice kick by Colin Martin for the Lions down to the 5. Brought it out to just shy of the 30-yard line to start Walkersville.
All blue and white in the stands. First drive of the game for Walkersville in their road whites. As Walkersville will be working from left to right. Led by quarterback Owen Brooks. He started the season last year, got injured in the 3rd game, had 24 passes prior, working out of the pistol, rolling to his right, lobbing to the sideline, and it is caught by Damian Grant as he's upended out of bounds after picking up 15 and moving to the 45.
A little waggle action there. Colton Amaral moved from slot receiver to running back, took the fake. Owen Brooks rolls out, connects with, check that, Taylor Patton.
Okay.
Freshman.
Patton with the catch, 5'10", 155 freshman making the play. In the gun is a quarterback, Brooks in the pistol against a 3-4 defense from Liberty. Handoff left side is Amaral off the left tackle into the open field, past midfield, hit by the defender just outside the numbers at the 47. of Liberty, picking up maybe 6, 7, 8 yards, close to a first down, gain 8 all the way to the 46.
Defensive back Stephen Puckett makes that tackle after an 8.5, 9-yard gain. Good push there from the Walkersville Lions offensive front.
Walkersville, 2 positive plays to start, working left to right in their road whites at the 46 of Liberty. Walkersville quarterback Brooks in the gun, the snap, fakes a handoff, rolls to his right, under pressure, throws it down the right side, bounces off the turf around the 40, incomplete.
That was actually really good coverage there by Liberty, and they brought a corner in, so a lot of pressure. Actually a very smart play by the senior quarterback, throwing that one away. Lived to play the next down, 3rd and short.
3rd and short from the 46, need to reach the 44. Great to have you with us tonight on the Frederick County Sports Connection and Cool Oldies 1450. Big 3rd down for Walkersville. They have it on the far hash mark. There's no hash marks actually on the field. We are playing at Western Regional Park, but if there was, that's about where the ball would be. As Brooks is in the shotgun, behind him is Amaral. Brooks snap, turns, Amaral fake handoff, rolls off the right side. He's got it first at the 45-40, angling near sideline 37. A quarterback keeper for Brooks picks up 8 to the 38-ish yard line of Liberty.
A good read option there. Owen into the belly of Colton, pulls it out, clean around that edge, and then what a coach loves to see, jogs out of bounds. No contact on the play for the starting quarterback, and they move the chains.
Now in the near hash mark, chains move, 1st and 10 from the 38 of Liberty. 10:37 left first quarter. First drive of the game for either team. First game of the season.
Watch here. See that right there?
Well, then the AD sent me a note separately saying, hey, did we get you?
Lights not fully turned on yet. Empty backfield as Arrow splits off the outside. That's where pass goes. Far side Arrow cuts 40. 35. Present cut back to the 30. Bended
Pass is caught by Colton Camarelli. Tackled by the Liberty Lions prize.
To the 30.
Yeah, having watched
Going to be stopped at the 30-yard line.
last year also,
Second
it looked like
and
he
short
really
yardage.
has put on a little bit of muscle, knowing he was going to move back to the running back position, a position he played in youth league, but then here at the high school, with the DeMarcus Ross talent in front of him, they moved him to the slot. But he's back to running back. He looks stronger than last year.
He's behind Brooks. Snap the 35. Give to Emeril. End off the right side.
Emeril
maybe
stopped
one.
by Charlie Frothingham.
The right tackle. And
Stop the
Looks like no gain on the play.
They're going to move the chains.
Enough for the first down. Moving the
He did
chains.
the first. There we go. Yep, he did pick up the first down.
Again, yeah, good line surge. It didn't look like there was much there at all, but 3-yard gain. Charlie Frothingham, the tackle for the Liberty Lions.
Now Walkersville at 28 of Liberty, working the left to right. 3 receivers split to the right side, including Taylor Patton on the outside. Nobody on the left. 3-4 defense for Liberty. Clapping his hands at the quarterback, Brooks. Takes a snap. This time it goes back to Emeril up the middle. Has a little bit of space.
Ball's run up the gut.
Slammed down
Stopped by number 52, Max Crossland,
at least
and number 2, Charlie Frothingham.
Moves the change for a first.
27, Tanner Grogan in on it.
Clean into the
Left for
secondary.
Walkersville first down. They
Second
will
foot
have the ball
off towards the
at
goal line.
16-yard line
11
of
moves chains,
Liberty.
as you said.
Walkersville now at the 16 of Liberty in their road. Blue pants set. Brooks clapped his hands, now drops back. Looks to the sideline. Hasn't snapped yet. It's a change of play. With Amaral behind him, 3 receivers to the right on the far outside. Damian Graham. Looks like a man-to-man defense for Liberty. It's a direct snap. The quarterback under pressure breaks 1 tackle in the backfield and is directed out of bounds.
Run out.
A little bit behind the line of scrimmage. It's a sack for Liberty. Losing 3 was Owen Brooks.
Yeah, something didn't look right there.
Loss of 3 yards on
Colton Amaral went down.
Ball is at the 20.5
Came to
yard
the
line.
right, and Liberty had an outside linebacker flying in there, Tanner Grogan. Push him out of bounds, 5-yard loss.
And 9:31 left in the third, 2nd and 15. Has to reach the 3. With the quarterback Brooks in the gun, Amaral behind him, 3 receivers left side. Brooks rolls left, looking down the field, lobs it to the far corner, jump ball.
Pass is broken up by number 8, Stephen Pucker.
Taylor Patton deep in the end zone. I think that ball was a little underthrown. and maybe even out of bounds on the far side as the ball just drifted to the left as Owen Brooks rolled to his left.
Stephen Puckett broke it out. Both these teams made the quarterfinals of the last season. Season for Liberty, they felt home was 36-13, and then Walkersville dropped for Decatur 37-0. That was the game where DeMarcus Russell found injury to start. Unfortunate, great season for him. Taking his place this year is Cole Emerald. Rolling left side to quarterback Brooks. Off the attack last space in the 15-10. Tries to cut back and tightrope the sideline.
Quarterback keeper pushed out of bounds by the Liberty Lions Price.
5-6 yards, nowhere near close enough for the first down. Now the play stops as the near side
Play stop.
waves his hands.
Not sure we have the flag on the field.
Max Grosslinger, one of the defensive linemen for Liberty, holding the sideline.
A holding on the backside of the play.
Okay, so this is coming back, and it brings up an extremely
Holding on Walkersville.
Liberty decides to accept it, and it looks like they will.
Back him up 10 yards. It remains third down.
A young offensive line for Walkersville. Isaiah Tree Jr., Charlie Mason Jr., Corbin Gilbert Sr., Braden Marshall sophomore, and Gavin Rexstrong is a junior, so one senior. And that's starting on the 5 on that front line for Walkersville.
Yeah, two of those gentlemen started last year. Braden Mitchell, now center, did play some, has a little experience in his belt as a sophomore.
Brooks in the shotgun behind him, Zenner. Brooks snap, Brooks left, rush comes to the right, 6 a pass to the left side.
Number 8, Stephen Puckett.
It's incomplete now, decision time.
With the breakup of the pass.
Going for it will be tough.
Brings up fourth down.
What's the point?
Thank you, Lions.
Yeah, I think Coach Thompson tried to just pick up a few yards there on the turnout, but Stephen Puckett there for the Liberty Lions and knocked that pass down, sets up a 4th and long.
That's a good place by Stephen Puckett on that left
It
side.
looks like Walkersville's going to go for it.
4th and very long. 4th and about maybe 22. Walkersville has to reach the 4. They're all the way back near the 26. Snap the quarterback next. Takes the ball off. In the middle. Gets the hands one. Rolls to his left. Looking downfield. Under pressure. Here was 122. He's out of it. And is pushed out by.
And the Lions drive.
Doesn't matter. It's a turnaround down.
Gets the turnover.
Good pass rush, good
Multiple Lions
secondary
on that.
of the Liberty Lions. Just nobody to throw to.
Attack
Brooks
of
just
quarterback.
got what he could, stepped out of bounds. Liberty
Bring
takes
up
over.
the Liberty Lions first down. Ball is going to be spotted at the 30-yard line, 28-yard line.
205 avoided about 3 or 4 sacks for a modest pickup. So Liberty takes over, working right to left from their own 29, their first drive of the game with 7:56 remaining in the first. There's quarterback Sean Case in the gun. Handoff turn right up the middle. Miracle line pressing forward.
Ball is run up the gut by number 40.
That's Caleb Reed getting some touch.
Andrew McGlynn
Getting a touch rather, picked up 3.
brings up second
That
down.
formation that Kern was kind of in the fullback position and Reed behind the quarterback in the tailback position.
They play that pistol offense with 2 backs, Kern and Reed.
And now they alternate back, so it's 2 new backs in the backfield along with quarterback Case.
At least one of them is Dylan Tate. Case is in the shotgun. I believe it's Tate Button. The snap, the turn, the handoff off the left tackle is Tate. He tries to cut back the middle, and he runs into a stiff front line.
Ball is run by number 21,
3rd and 6.
Dylan Tate.
Defensive front of Nicholas Braden
Short gain on the play,
Braden
bring up
Mitchell there
third
to
down.
make the stop
at
after
about
a short gain.
6.
So the Lions, their first drive working right to left in their home blue uniforms. In the shotgun is Case, 2 backs, rather 1 back with them, 1 in front of him. It's Dylan Tate behind him. I believe Kevin Kern in front. Snap to Case, rolling to his right, looking down the field, under pressure, tries to keep it himself, breaks through the line into the secondary. He's got the first off the right side, hit and up, headed to the 45, gains 15, and moves the chains.
Yep, a little pressure. Sean Case pulled that down, ran with a purpose, up the field, broke a tackle, moves the change for the Liberty Lions.
Officially at the 47. A good run for the 6'8", 187-pounder Sean Case.
I'm going to reduce him to 6'2".
Oh, I'm sorry, 6'2", 187. I saw the 1.8 and I said 6'8". If he was 6'8", he'd be looking over defenders.
I think he plays basketball at 6'2", but not.
Case keeps it himself. Yeah. This time he's met at the line. It was a designed quarterback keeper. Maybe earned a yard. I'll give Case credit, though. Each time he's been tackled, he goes forward. He gains forward. At least an extra 3 or 4 feet.
Yep, and he had 2 defensive linemen, Isaiah Trish and Alex Bernardarni.
6:40 left in the first. No score. Walkersville Liberty. Liberty working right to left after forcing a turnover on downs. At their own 49, Case shotgun, snap, turns, handoff, Dylan Tate met in the backfield, muscles forward, earned maybe a yard, possibly, at the very least, got back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. That brings up a 3rd and 7.
Bernardoni, again, defensive line position, clean in the backfield.
So 3rd and 7 from midfield. Liberty has to reach the 43, working right to left. 4:45 left in the first. Walkersville against Liberty opening night. Case in the shotgun. 3, now 4 down linemen. 5 in the box. We'll see how much Walkersville rushes. They rush 4. Case rolls to his left, looking down the field. He's it down the sideline, looking for a man who's double teamed. It's incomplete. Crowd wanted flags. It is an incomplete pass. He was looking for Stephen Puckett and hit the turf.
Yeah, Mason Ambush, the 5'10 junior, covered a lot of ground because the Liberty receiver was behind the Walkersville defense. Ambush there just in time to break that one up.
Liberty to punt. It is Colin Martin, their kicker. He is back at his own 40. Ball's at midfield. And set to return is Messiah Martin, one of the speedy defensive backs and receivers. So Martin to kick, Martin to return, and the ball goes over the head of Martin. He has to race and slide down on the 25. And the turnover leads to good field position for Walkersville. Of Liberty.
Man, and that's a big momentum buster for the Liberty Lions. Good defensive stand, got a turnover downs, then able to get a couple first downs, just missed a big play, and then you have that mistake that sets up the Walkersville Lions in great field position here for their second drive of the night.
Just under 4 minutes left in the first. Walkersville on their second drive after their first stalled. Started positive with 3 good plays, and then they hit a wall about halfway through that drive as the quarterback Brooks is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his right. Handoff goes to Amarillo off the left tackle. Tries to bounce back middle, and he is met and loses a yard. Great pressure in the backfield by Justin Herbert as he made the tackle. Or Hebert, pardon me.
Yep. Walkersville that time came out in a double, 2 tight end set with 2 wide receivers. Liberty played that run really well outside linebacker. Hebert got off his block, knocked Colton down for a 1-yard loss.
A loss of yards, 2nd and 11. Walkersville has to reach the 15 of Liberty. They're at the 26 on the far hash mark. The quarterback is Brooks, 2 receivers to his right, including one of his top targets outside. That's Damian Grant. Brooks rolls to his right. He's going to try to keep it himself towards the sideline, being chased by blue jerseys. Maybe picked up 1 or 2 before racing out of bounds to about the 24.
Liberty defense strung that play out well. Number 32, Jamison Durst there, pushing Brooks out of bounds.
Another long 3rd down. It's at the original line of scrimmage as Brooks picked up a yard. So 3rd and 10 from the 25. They have to reach the 15 of the near hash mark. Brooks in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his left. Clock ticking down, 2:37 left in the first quarter. Tried a quick play and then reset with the back Amarillo behind him. By himself to his right is Mason Ambush. Matched up man on man.
And that's going to be procedure.
And there is an illegal procedure. Who was it there, Coach?
Split end up on the top side.
It was either Tyler Patton or Messiah Martin.
0.
It was 0, so it was Damian Grant. Yeah. So 5-yard penalty. And just like the first drive, a long 3rd down coming up.
And they shoot themselves in the foot, do the Walkersville Lions. I'd like to see Walkersville out of this formation run somebody back across the green and get in a 1-on-1 situation with the free safety.
Colin Martin is right in the face of Mason Ambush on the near side, the right side. As they're matched up man-to-man, a little more space to the trips receivers off the left side. With Amarell behind the quarterback, Brooks. 4 down linemen, 6 rush for Liberty. Under pressure as Brooks being chased from behind. Ooh. He's able to avoid 1 tackle. Lobs it down the sideline. Incomplete. Great pressure by Kevin Kern right behind the quarterback, Brooks.
Right now, that defensive front of the Liberty Lions is controlling things. Good pressure, getting off their blocks.
Carter Weddle, Noah Tolford, Max Grosslinger, and then Kevin Kern, who plays a hybrid linebacker D-line spot, have all put on great pressure. It's almost identical to that first drive. We're looking at a 4th and 15 from the 30. Walkersville has to reach the 15. Almost no choice but to go for it. 1 turnover on downs. They try to avoid a second. Brooks the snap, fakes the handoff, drops back again under pressure, lobs it down the middle, looking in the back of the end zone, incomplete. I believe he was looking for Damian Grant or Tyler Patton, one of the two, and it went through the back of the end zone. He was looking for Patton.
Yep, and Patton drifted behind that free safety, just could not adjust to the ball, turns the ball over and downs back to the Liberty Lions, and they got away with that big mistake.
So 3 drives, a turnover and down from Walkersville. Liberty muffed a punt, turned over there, then another turnover and downs for Walkersville here. Let's see if one of the offenses can get going on this drive. 1:57 left in the first. A Liberty team that relies on the run. They're trying to figure out who their explosive players will be. Sean Case was pretty good on that first drive. His snap turns, hands off to the back. It's Dylan Tate off the right tackle. Tries to cut back middle into the secondary. Maybe gain 5 or 6. Good run from Tate. His most positive yet.
Yeah, most positive out of the running game. Of course, Sean Case had some nice scrambles, but that was a good push there by the offensive line of Liberty.
Friday Night Lights, first game of the season, Walkersville and Liberty. These two teams met in the first game of last year, and Walkersville won that 41-18. Liberty looking for some revenge. Sean Case with no score in the shotgun. A couple backs to his right, a receiver up top, 1 down low as well. Again, it's Tate right up the middle. He's got the first as he twirls into the secondary, hit at the hips and falls at the 46, but enough for a first down.
Again, identical play, good blocking there at the point of attack. Tate clean to the second level, moves the chains.
Now Sean Case in the near hash mark of the 45, Tate behind him. His receiver Jordan Sia comes out, just 5'4", but a shifty one. And now the play is blown dead, a timeout is taken.
I think we're into the first quarter.
Might be. Clock says 42 seconds, but that was apparently the unofficial time, as the officials were keeping it themselves. And we have reached the end of the first quarter, so we'll go ahead and take a break. No score after 1 quarter of play. Liberty and Walkersville on the Frederick County Sports Connection and Cool Oldies 1450.
Amber Hill Therapy Centers. Our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website.
Back to the Frederick County Sports Connection, Cool Oldies 1450. Liberty were now working left to right in their home blue uniforms at their own 46, a 1st and 10. Run again right up the middle, and it is the back Dylan Tate who is really solidifying himself as a valuable piece out of the backfield. Picks up 6 and brings up a 2nd and 4 from the 49.
See if we can get some out-of-town scoreboard scores in for you. We got Williamsport 14, Brunswick 0, Middletown 14, Boonesboro 0, Mervo 8-7 over Linganore, and Oakdale 13-0 over St. John's, and we're nothing here at Liberty.
Case in the shotgun, in the pistol with two running backs. Tate coming across from left to right on this receiver spot, and he is clipped in the backfield and falls for a loss of maybe 2 or 3. It was the defensive back making the play.
Joshua Jenkins up from his cornerback position, closed quickly on that jet sweep. Just enough contact.
Nice work by Jenkins. Not a usual starter, at least not one that we were told, coming in and making a tackle for a loss. So 3rd and 12 at the 46. Brooks in the shotgun on the near hash mark with Kern in front of him, Tate behind him. 2 receivers up top, 1 down low. Not a lot of passing options for this Liberty team. We'll have to see what they do here as Case the snap, throws it down the right side. He's got a man open, but overthrew his target. He was looking for Stephen Bucket, sprinting up the hash marks on the right side.
I'll tell you what, Walkersville's playing with fire. That's 2 times Puckett got behind the defensive backs, just missing the long completion.
Not a bad pass by Case, just a little bit too heavy on the touch. Puckett couldn't quite catch up to it. A-plus effort, though, from that young man as he dove after it and tried to make the play. So another punt coming. The first time that a punt attempt was made by Colin Martin, it went over his head and led to a turnover. And on the return is Messiah Martin. This time it's clean. Colin Martin gets it up. Not a bad punt. Messiah Martin comes up. It's bouncing. Everybody else poison in this situation. Nobody touches it until it drops down at the 19, where Walkersville takes over.
Yeah, so Liberty able to flip the field position with that nice punt. Pins Walkersville back on their own 20-yard line.
Walkersville takes over under Coach Tyler Thompson, projected to finish 6th in the Frederick County Sports Connection preseason poll in the conference. Losing a couple major stars from last season to graduation, but plenty of talent coming back, including their quarterback, Owen Brooks. He looks healthy and solid. Got injured in the 3rd game last season after throwing 24 passes. The coaching staff really liked what they saw from him in the preseason and then over the summer. Hands it off to the right side and met at the line and stood up is the running back. Maybe a 1-yard gain as the ball went to Corton Amaral, who's still looking to get going.
Hebert again with the stop from his linebacker position. So far, the Liberty defense doing exactly what Coach Luth wants them to do. Try to put Walkersville in a 3rd and long situation, try to stymie the run game, which they have so far.
9:23 and counting left in the first half, working right to left with no score. Quarterback Brooks in the shotgun, 3 receivers left, 1 up top, takes a snap, drops back looking right, now under pressure, rolling right, escapes pressure, passes down the right sideline to nobody, to the bench, incomplete.
So they flush Owen Brooks out to his right. There's only 1 receiver on that side of the field. All the other Walkersville receivers all the way over here on the near side, just nobody to throw to.
3rd and 9 from their own 20. Walkersville has to reach the 29, working right to left, far hash mark. Brooks in the shotgun, 3 receivers down low, including Damian Grant on the outside. The top target so far today for Brooks is a freshman, Taylor Patton. He is on the inside. And there's 1 receiver by himself to the far side. I believe that is Mason Ambush. Brooks in the gun. Snap, passes to the outside. It's to Amaral in the flat, tries to cut back middle, breaks 1 tackle, spins, pressing forward to about the 25. He's going to fall short, though, by about 4 yards. Good effort from Colin Amaral, but a gain tackle from Liberty.
Yep, good team effort, good recovery by Liberty to close quickly on Amaral. 4th and 4 in a punting situation for Walkersville.
Walkersville getting set to punt for the first time. Nathan Ramsey is back to deliver the punt. To return is Jordan Sia. So Ramsey is lined up back at his own 10. Sia is at his own 30. High snap. Ramsey pulls it down, has time, delivers a kick. It's a good one. Sia comes up at about the 35 and fields on the near sideline. He tries to run down the right sideline to midfield, being pulled and dragged and upended out of bounds to the 45. But Sia gained 25 yards on the return. Nicely done by Sia. And a player is slow to get up for Walkersville. And he does not want to put any weight on that right foot. It is Isaiah Tryish. Yeah, Try is just trying to be tough. He needs some help, though, from the coaching staff, and now it does come as he is carried off to the far sideline, hoping he's going to be okay.
So that punt from Walkersville basically out-punted the coverage.
It did.
Good return by Liberty into Walkersville territory.
So Liberty, their best spot of the game so far on the 45 of Walkersville near hash mark, working left to right. In their home blue, 7:51 clock stopped. The first half, no score. First night, Friday Night Lights are officially on. The game got moved out to Howard County, Western Regional Park.
Looks like Liberty's missing a few players.
Yeah. First game of the season.
Yep.
Always try to work out the kinks.
Yep.
Now they're set, though, with the quarterback Case, Sean Case, in the shotgun. Behind him is Kevin Kern. In front of him is Caleb Reed. The turn, the handoff. It is to Reed, and Reed sprints up the middle near the first down, twirled to the turf. Maybe picked up the first, and yes, he did.
Yep. Isolation play. Good block up front by Kern on the linebacker. Reed, good cut. Big play by the Liberty Lions.
10-yard pickup by Caleb Reed. It's Dylan Tate, Kevin Kern, Caleb Reed. All could run with the football, and oftentimes they're all out on the field at the same time. As Reed is behind the quarterback, Case to his left, it's Kern. Case in the shotgun with a receiver up top and one down low. The snap, the turn, the handoff. Again, it's Reed. Reed this time met at the line, pulls the pile, finally pulled down, maybe earned a yard or two. Max Berth, I think, was the last one to jump in on the pile to pull him down.
Yep. Defensive end Charlie Nilsson there to aid the tackle.
So 2nd and 7, working left to right from their own, from the Walkersville 33. Liberty trying to score first, 6:50 left in the first half. Case again in the shotgun, looks to the sideline, gets his play call from the coaches, and now comes set. Looks to his left where there's one receiver, a pair to the right, including Caleb Reed in the slot. 4 down linemen for Walkersville. They have 7 in the box. Reed in motion from right to left. The rush comes up the middle. Pass in the slot. It's caught on the screen play. Running up the middle, making his way all the way out to about the 21 for a 9-yard pickup. But this is likely going to come back as a pass was completed by Carter Weddle.
This is going to be a confusing. They might pick this up, but if the pass is behind the line of scrimmage, they can't be downfield, right?
I believe that's the rule. Colin Martin made the
there
catch.
There it is. They pick it up.
Waved off. So
it was a split end screen, and the lineman did get downfield in front of the wide receiver, but pass behind the line of scrimmage, no penalty. It's another Liberty Lions first down.
Martin made the catch, and he did pick up 10. So Liberty is threatening at the 23. Despite this young offense, Liberty trying to score first from their own 23. In the gun is Case. To his left is the back Kern. Case takes a snap, hands off straight up the middle, running back into the secondary. Pulled down hip high by the defensive back, gains 5 or 6.
Yep, good counter action there. Got the linebackers for Walkersville to move. Hebert through the hole, 8-yard gain.
So Ebert's first touch, he's got 2 tackles on the defensive end. Picks up 8, and now 2nd and 2 from the 15. Case, shotgun. Behind him is Caleb Reed. To his right is Eppert. 2 receivers up top, including Martin. Case turns and hands off. It does go to Reed. Off the right side. Down the sideline. Tries to jump over the defender. He's pushed out of bounds at the 4 or 5. Enough for a first. And now Liberty is knocking on the door just 5 yards away from the first score.
Caleb Townsend with a great block at the point of attack to get the edge set. And Liberty around the end, near side here for the first down. Liberty playing with a little skip in their step. Walkersville not so much.
Liberty trying to finish off the drive with a touchdown. 1st and goal from the 5. Under center this time is Case. The snap, the turn, the handoff to Reed. Off the left tackle, Reed flipped up in the air, lunged forward, maybe earned a yard or 2. And it brings up 2nd and goal from the 3.
Ian Barr with the clean hit. Knocks him down. What do you got, about the 5-yard line?
Yeah, it might actually be more like the 5. So 2nd and goal from the 5. Barr knocked him down. Yeah, good hard hit, good clean hit at the line of scrimmage. I formation this time with 2 receivers up top. Behind Case is the back Reed at the top. He's going to keep it himself. Straight up the middle. Case spins, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown. Sean Case on the quarterback keeper. And
So,
6-0 Liberty.
That might be hard to see from the video, but Case was under center for the first time tonight. He actually bobbled that snap. Then when he recovered it, just saw the hole in the right guard side and walked through into the end zone. I don't think that was a design play.
So you're thinking that was supposed to be a turn and a handoff to the back then.
I do.
The I formation.
Yep.
Well, it worked. Sean Case kept it himself.
7 points.
And brought it through. 6-0, Liberty leading, 4:22 left in the first half. And Martin getting set to try to kick the extra point. He had a 10-yard reception and a big one on second down in that first drive. The snap to Sean Case. Martin's kick, it's bending left and it's wide. It may have been tipped and blocked by Walkersville. I think that is the official call. So 6-0, Liberty leading, 4:06 left to go. We'll come right back on Friday Night Lights.
Country Kitchen. One recent diner summed it up perfectly.
This place is so good, the words are hard to find. It's a wonderful small-town diner with awesome food and great service.
Thurmont Country Kitchen is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. Open weekdays 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Remember when Grandma used to say, if you're looking for a great restaurant, follow the locals. And that's exactly what you'll find at Thurmont Country Kitchen. A wonderful mixture of out-of-town guests, travelers up and down Route 15, and the locals who love Country Kitchen's award-winning roasted chicken. Homemade cooking at its...
Welcome back to Cool 1450, the Frederick County Sports Connection. As we're getting set for the kickoff, Liberty leading 6-0 as we approach halftime. Walkersville one more drive to try to even it up as he kick off his return straight up the middle, and the returner's got a head of steam. Grabbed by the back of his jersey at the 40, brought down at the 43. Messiah Martin at the 43, finally pulled down, and that's where Walkersville takes over.
Yeah, I think Messiah kind of stole that from Damien. Damien looked like he was ready to catch it. Messiah on a dead sprint, as you said, got a good running start, took that out of the air, almost up the midfield out to the 45.
I'm not sure if I've ever seen a kickoff intercepted, but I think that's what we just watched.
And now they're remark it back at the 42-yard line.
So Owen Brooks trailing Walkersville down 6-0. They won last year in this very opening game, 41-18. Brooks comes out in the shotgun. A receiver down by himself as ambush. One to the top as well. Brooks turns, hands off. It's a back Amarell off the left tackle. Now he's got space to the 45-40, 35 down the sideline. Chase from behind, pushed out of bounds at the 22. There's the big run from Colin Amarell we were waiting for.
Nicholas Braden, left tackle, got the edge. They had Riley Watford in the backfield, number 74. Led the way through the hole. Check that, 64 the other way around. Nicholas Braden in the backfield led the way through the hole as number 55 Charlie Nilsson got the edge. Amarell burst of speed, big run.
Thomas Kelly made the tackle, pushing him out of bounds. Now it is 1st and 10 on the 20. On the near hash mark again, Amarell. He's got room in the pocket up the middle. Hit high at the 18. He was actually working from the 25. He gained 6 to the 19 is where it's officially marked with 3:10 left. And now Walkersville is inside the red zone, trailing 6-0.
Yep, power running game. They bring a lineman into the backfield in kind of a fullback position, and they're just smash-mouthing it. Amarell, nice gain of 6 before Grosslinger brought him down.
Brooks in the shotgun. 4 down linemen, 7 to the box for Liberty. Low snap. Brooks plucks it. Hands off to Amarell. Up the middle. Jumps one defender. Tackled from behind. Down near the first down marker. And that is going to be enough. Leading to a first and about 10 from the 50, or 1st and 10 from the 12, I should say.
Yeah, again, good push. That offensive line really having a good series here right now.
So Walkersville offense marching, 2:36 left first half, down 6-0. First game of the season as the sun's starting to set. Still plenty of light, although the lights are turned on. In the gun is Brooks, the 6'1" senior. To his left.
Ian Barr subbed in for Colton.
Barr, it does go to Barr, off the right tackle. He's got room, cuts back middle, in the end zone, and it is a touchdown. Walkersville, we're tied at 6. So Colton Amaral does the work, but Barr finishes off the drive with the score to even the game.
Oh, okay. So because of the logistics of the field here, there's a wooded area behind the goal post where Walkersville would be kicking their extra point. I guess they had predetermined that all the extra points are going to go down to the open end of the stadium where they'll be able to retrieve the football much easier.
Got a net behind it as well. So in case you're joining us a little bit late, the game got moved to Western Regional Park here in Howard County. So everybody walks down to the other end, and Walkersville kicks the extra point. It'll be Nathan Ramsey getting set to kick. 6-6 with 2:13 left on the touchdown for number 5, Ian Barr, after a great running drive from Colton Amaral. The kick from Ramsey is a line drive bullet right through the middle, and it's 7-6. Walkersville leading with 2:04 left in the half. We'll take a quick break and come back on the Frederick County Sports Connection and Cool Oldies 1450.
Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
1450, the Frederick County Sports Connection. 2:04 left in the first half, and Liberty has a chance to try to maybe add to their scores, down 7-6, but they'll have 2 minutes, just over, to try to put together a good drive. The return is kicked to the far side of the field, returner at the 10, 15, and he's tackled at the 23-24, and a flag comes flying in from the back judge.
Brandon Cheney on the defense there. I believe it was Puckett on the return.
Yep, Stephen Puckett returning it. Cheney with the tackle, and a flag comes out as Liberty, working left to right in their home blues, will start for the moment from the 24. This might go back though. Let's see what the official call is. Yep, it is a holding call, so I believe that would mean march it back from the 24, 10 yards. So that would put them, it was 25, 10 yards, so that would put Liberty starting their drive at the 20, I think. I got that right. Yep, 20, there we go.
So a lot of credit to the Walkersville coaching staff. That last drive, they've been struggling offensively. They bring an extra, quote, lineman in the fullback position, really opened up the running game for Walkersville to march down there and get that score.
Sean Case, a rushing touchdown on the first drive, starts the next one to Dylan Tate as he breaks it off the left tackle into the secondary, tackled shoulder high near the first down. That's at the 30, and it brings up 2nd and 2.
Is that, I can't see if that's Trish that made that tackle. Good to see him back in the game.
Sure.
And if indeed that is him, I believe it was.
And that's great.
Good hustling play from that defensive outside linebacker position.
Yeah, Trish back out there. That's great to see for Walkersville. Want to give you an update, and that's it. As the play is blown dead, offsides. Very false start on the offense. This will go back 5 yards down to the 23 and bring up a 2nd and 8. Clock stopped at 1:36 left in the first half with Liberty down 7-6.
Oh, no, neutral. Neutral zone infraction on the Lions.
Incorrect on my part. I thought it'd be offsides. And it is, and that should be enough for a first down and bring the ball up to the 32 on the far hash, and it's a first down for Liberty. So Sean Case, right in the dead center part of the field, has a 1st and 10 at the 32 with 96 seconds left in the first half, and it's 7-6. Walkersville leading Liberty in this first game of the regular season. Liberty trying to get revenge after falling in week 1 last year. Case in the shotgun, 2 backs with him. 4 down linemen, 5 or 6 in the box for Walkersville. Let's see how many they rush with Tate in motion from left to right. And the play is blown dead.
That's going to be, a little flinch by an offensive lineman prior to the snap.
So that is an offsides on the offense. Brings the ball back to the 27. And a long 1st and 15 coming up for Liberty under the lights, working left to right.
Both teams with their full allotment of timeouts here in the first half. So we'll see at some point if one of the teams decides to extend this first half.
Clock moving at 1:30 after the official set the ball. 1st and 15 from the 26. Case in the shotgun, 2 receivers to his right, including the dangerous Jordan Sia in the slot. Behind him is Tate, 1 receiver by himself to the left. 4 down linemen. There's a snap. Ball to Tate. Runs up the middle, through the line, barrels into the defender, lowers his right shoulder, and is pulled down at the maybe 32-33. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Braden Mitchell rods him down after a tough run by the Lion.
Gain of 6, ball to the 33, 2nd and 9 for Liberty. As Stephen Puckett, their top target, goes to the far side of the field. Sean Case going to come out in the shotgun with Jordan Sia to the right. Walkersville comes out again with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the box, 4 down linemen. They will rush 5. Rolling to his right is Case, keeps it straight up the middle, pulled down from behind after gaining 2 or 3. Center of the field at the 38.
Bernardoni with the tackle. See if nobody's choosing to use their timeouts on this 3rd and short.
20 seconds left, clock is ticking. I think both teams might be okay with a truce here.
Now we have a late whistle.
Okay.
And now the referees are saying it's halftime.
Okay, so it is halftime. We've reached the end of the first half. Low-scoring first half, 7-6, 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 from number 5, Ian Barr for Walkersville, and then quarterback Sean Case, a rushing touchdown here in the second for Liberty. 7-6 at the half. We will take a break with them. You're listening to Friday Night High School Football on the Frederick County Sports Connection and Cool Oldies 1450.
Oldies 1450 THU is the leader in high school sports broadcasting. Since 2008, we have broadcast more high school sporting events than any radio station in the 4-state area. Football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Regular season playoffs and state championships from Southern PA to Brunswick, the Western Mountains of Maryland to the Eastern Shore. Cool Oldies 1450 THU is #1 in high school sports broadcasting.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Serving our community for over 50 years with quality service at a fair price, Brownie's Auto Repair employs only ASE certified technicians. Brownie's is one of only 33 shops in the state of Maryland designated as an ASE Blue Seal of Excellence repair facility. They want to help you maintain your vehicle in a manner that keeps it trouble-free and fun to drive. Stop by today. That's Brownie's Auto Repair, located on Frederick Street in Walkersville, a proud sponsor of Walkersville High School Athletics.
We hope you're enjoying the game. Let's hear a special message from another one of our fantastic sponsors.
I want to tell you about a hidden gem on the Golden Mile in Frederick, Bargain Bin. Bargain Bin is located on Waverly Drive off West Patrick Street behind the District 40 shopping mall. The name says it all. A bargain is when you pay less for something you usually pay more for. A bin is a large container with a bargain inside. Put the two together and you get Bargain Bin. Everything you need for less in an easy-to-find location. So what are you waiting for? Stop throwing your money away at those big box stores or online. Check out Bargain Bin today. Open 7 days a week. Bargain Bin has the brands you love at a fraction of the price. You'll discover something new every time you go there. It's like stumbling over a gold mine on the Golden Mile. See what your friends are saying about Bargain Bin on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Bargain Bin, the secret is out. Shopping has never been easier, more fun, and more affordable. Bargain Bin is a proud sponsor of the Timinator mid-morning weekdays from 9 to noon.
Back here on Oldies 1450 in the Frederick County Sports Connection. Ryan Pierce, Coach Rick Little. A defensive first half, 7-6. Walkersville leading Liberty here on this first Friday night game of the season for both teams. A rematch of last season where Walkersville won in a high-scoring game, at least compared to this, 41-18. But 2 first-half touchdowns, one for either team. Sean Case rushed in from about 5 yards out, I would say halfway through the second quarter, to make it 6-0 Liberty. And then with 2.5 minutes left before the first half ended, a rushing touchdown on his first touch of the season by Ian Barr. Ian Barr for Walkersville made it 7-6.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Luke, you got to be really happy with the situation right now. They have really controlled Walkersville, slowed down the big plays. Really, the biggest play was that run when Walkersville came in with an extra, quote, lineman in at the fullback position. Colton got outside, got him a good 40-yard run, biggest play of the game, and then they were able to punch that in. But other than that, the Liberty Lions defense has been stout. You know, if you're Walkersville, you're not feeling too bad. I mean, Case has made some really nice plays with his feet. They've just missed some long pass plays. Walkersville needs to clean that up, because if Case hits Puckett, it could be Katie bar to door.
You mentioned that the offense for Walkersville, they've not been able to get a lot of the big players, big play receivers involved. And what are you seeing from Liberty that's making it tough? Because we came into this game and you talked to Coach Thompson. That was their strength for Walkersville. The fact they have all these veteran weapons on the outside. And so far, they haven't been able to get them involved as much.
Owen Brooks has not been able to set his feet to throw the football. He's been pressured every time, pushed out of the pocket, scrambled out of the pocket. I don't know if he's come back clean yet on any pass play and set his feet and thrown the ball downfield. Credit to Liberty, they're sending people, you know, and that young offensive line for Walkersville needs to figure it out. Is it an outside linebacker coming? Is it one of the middle linebackers coming? They've got to get it, maybe an extra blocker in there, keep a tight end in, and just play your wide receivers to the trip side. But I believe there's still big play potential. Liberty's done a great job, great coaching job as far as stopping those big plays, players executing. But the key is the pressure by the Liberty Lions, front seven on quarterback Owen Brooks, not giving him time to look down the field.
If you're a Coach Thompson, are there any adjustments you make now that you know Liberty is bringing 5-6 players on almost every single play? What do you do if you're in the Walkersville locker room now that you understand, at least for now, the strategy from Liberty is let's blitz and make it tough for the quarterback Brooks?
Well, for one series, Coach Thompson did go 2 tight ends. I'd bring that formation back and keep both tight ends in blocking. You still have 2 wide receivers to one side of the field. You can work that side, and you got Amaral out of the backfield. I think that would really slow down the rush of the Liberty Lions for Walkersville and give Owen Brooks some time to throw the ball down the field.
Well, we'll see if Walkersville makes that adjustment. We'll go ahead and maybe take another break here if that plays. There's about 5 minutes left in the halftime.
If we have a chance,
yeah, go ahead,
out of town scoreboard
Absolutely.
at halftime, Williamsport over Brunswick, still 14-0. Middletown 21-7 over Boonesboro. Mervo, Linganore 15-14. Mervo with the lead. Oakdale extends their lead 23-0 over St. John's.
21-0 Williamsport.
It's now 21-0 Williamsport over Brunswick.
I think that's one of my favorite things too with football season is everybody plays at the same time, and while you're watching your game, you can keep track of all these other games in action. It's this one big collective unifying sport being played by everybody, not just here but across the country. It is a unique and exciting tradition, and it's fun to have it back.
Yep, Friday nights, nothing like it.
There's definitely not. Okay, we'll break. Come back for the second half. You're listening to Friday Night Lights on the Frederick County Sports Connection and Oldies 1450.
Hawkins Landscaping, locally owned and operated for over 50 years. Winner 9 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your yard from a dream to reality. Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you're looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your outdoor space, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best. Don't worry if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast. All of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault.
Center of Life Chiropractic has moved. That's right. Dr. John and his team have moved out behind his old office to the new office on 103 Park Avenue in Thurmont. You can still park in the back lot and walk across Park Avenue to his office. Center of Life Chiropractic is open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. To check out their schedule, go to centeroflife.us. Once again, that's centeroflife.us. Back pain, neck pain, rehab, and more. Dr. John is the best there is. Stop by Center of Life Chiropractic and get an adjustment to your life today.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Head over to Cousins Ace Hardware today. Located on North Church Street in Thurmont, Cousins Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of high school athletics on the radio.
We're all busy with plenty of commitments. That's why Anytime Fitness is the perfect way to stay in shape. From either home or work, Anytime Fitness at Thurmont is always close by, and they're open 24/7. They can tailor a personalized training program to fit your workout needs. Anytime Fitness can also fashion a membership and payment plan that will be flexible enough for your on-the-go lifestyle. You'll love the 24-hour co-ed fitness center with state-of-the-art equipment designed to sculpt and tune you into shape. And when you're away from the Thurmont area, your membership guarantees you access to any of the over 1,000 clubs worldwide. Visit us at 130 Frederick Road to start your program today. Now you can stay healthy anytime with Anytime Fitness.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Maryland's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the Maryland State Athletic Directors Association.
Sports Day forecast. Here's the cool oldies 1450 AM forecast. For tonight, partly cloudy, the low 66. Saturday, times of clouds and sun with the clouds running out. Showers become light in the afternoon and evening, and there could be a thunderstorm as well, the high 86. Then isolated showers overnight Saturday night, the low 60. Partly sunny Sunday, high 78. Plenty of sunshine Monday and Tuesday with highs each day, 78. From the Cool Oldies 1450 AM Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jim Rinaldi.
The birth of the CMA on today's Arnold Almanac with me, Jay Arnold. Next.
Do you have Medicare and do you use a CPAP machine? Using a clean CPAP mask and clean supplies is important to staying healthy. Medicare will pay for you to have new clean supplies every 90 days. Just make this free phone call right now to get started.
Sponsored by Specialty Medical. 800-896-7012. 800-896-7012. That's 800-896-7012.
1945, Boodle Bryant. 25, Mary's elevator operator Felice Scaduto, 20 in Milwaukee. 5 years later, they moved to Nashville where their songwriting talents flourish. They composed over 800 tunes, including a string of Everly Brothers hits. 1958, the Country Music Association, the first trade association devoted to a style of music, is founded in Nashville. The CMA is best known for its television shows, the CMA Fest, CMA Country Christmas, and the CMA Awards.
I paid my dues.
2016. In Switzerland, on what would have been his 70th birthday, the AIU, or Astronomical International Union, names asteroid 17473 after Queen lead singer Freddie Mercury. The asteroid was discovered in 1991, the year Mercury died.
Jay Arnold, 64 in the house of the rising sun.
That's the Animals' second charting U.S. single, hitting #1 September 5, 1964.
Overground Radio. Jay Arnold.
Right here on Cool Oldies 1450 WTHU.
We're getting set for the second half of action between Liberty and Walkersville in week 1 of the high school football season on Cool Oldies 1450 and the Frederick County Sports Connection as we're ready for the second half. Ryan Pierce with me is Coach Rick Little. Low-scoring first half, Coach. We'll see what the second half has in store for us.
Yeah, I think all that scoring came in the last couple of minutes of the second quarter. See if the adjustments offensively stay true here in the second half.
Liberty to return when their dark blue home uniforms from right to left. It's Colin Martin on the return. He breaks it down the right sideline to the 30. 30-ish, I should say. And that is where Liberty takes over on the far hash mark. As the sun is nearly fully set, maybe a little bit still out with the lights on. And Liberty working from right to left to start the second half, down by a point at the 30-yard line. Sean Case, the quarterback, in the shotgun with his big back to his left. Caleb Reed alongside Dylan Tate with two receivers left side. 4 down linemen for Walkersville. Case in the shotgun, claps his hands, running back goes in front of him. Case a snap, chest high, turns hands off to Reed, who's hit in the backfield and maybe lost a yard.
Oh, and that's got to be a 15-yard taunting penalty.
Flag came out at the last second. I think it's going to be on Walkersville after the tackle. They got really excited and maybe a little bit too much.
Yep. Yep. Well, you can get excited. You just can't look in the opponent's face and yell in their face.
And that's looks like what happened. The ball is pressed all the way up to the 40-yard line for Liberty. And a 15-yard pickup on a penalty to start the second half, with Walkersville leading 7-6 on the first game of the season for both these teams. As the referee marches in on the far hash mark up to the 40.
Frustrated look on the coaching staff of Walkersville, but it is what it is. And that's one of the points of emphasis, sportsmanlike conduct.
Actually at the 43 as Sean Case comes out. And a good spot for Liberty after the 15-yard penalty. Working right to left in their home dark blue uniforms with the yellow trim. On the far hash, Sean Case is in the shotgun. As he looks down at his wrist, a set of plays. Behind him is Tate. To his left, I believe, is Colin Reed. Receiver up top, that's his number 1 target, Stephen Puckett. The turn, the handoff. The running back met in the backfield, keeps the legs moving, but pulled down for a loss of 1.
Good pressure there by Walkersville's front 3, led by Charlie Nilsson, assisted by Justin Arndt.
Caleb Reed took the handoff. Did not gain anything. Got back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 from the 43. Clock moving. 11-10 remaining. Just underway. 3rd quarter. 7-6. Walkersville's leading. Liberty with the ball on the far hash in the shotgun. Sean Case. 2 receivers left side against a 4-3 defense from Walkersville. 4 down linemen. They may rush 5 and they rush 4 as 1 drops back. Under pressure, Case lobs it down the middle. Jump ball is knocked away. It was deflected by the defensive back. Incomplete. Knocked away by Mason Ambush.
Second defensive bat down by Ambush. That ball was a little underthrown, kind of up for grabs, and Mason, just a little bit taller, knocked that into the ground.
I believe the target was Jordan Sia, just 5'4". Ambush height advantage at 5'10", knocked it away. So it brings up a
3rd and 10.
Yeah, 3rd and 10. There we go. I was looking for the marker just to make sure. 3rd and 10 from the 43. Case shotgun behind him back. 2 receivers down low, including Sia. Watch out for him in the slot with Puckett out wide. 4 down linemen. Sia points to Puckett. They look like they might be confused. Now Sia runs up the middle. Pass instead is a screen ball. It's a catch. Receiver past the first down marker into Walkersville territory. Twirl to the turn for the near sideline at the 45. The pitch and catch to Kevin Kern. Picking up 15 and moving the chains for Liberty.
That's 2 screens, 2 well-executed screens. Both of them picking up good yardage for Liberty. Walkersville needs to find an answer to that particular play.
Liberty on the move at the 44 of Walkersville on the near hash mark. Clock ticking, 10:27. In front of their home bench full of blue uniforms, blue and white in the crowd. Those are the colors of both the teams. Also, both are Lions. Walkersville and Liberty. Liberty, Sean Case, a snap, turns, fakes the handoff, under pressure, straight up the middle, rolls off to his right. He's off and running outside the numbers, and he's upended by number 1, Colton Amaral. Nice tackle by Amaral after a gain of 3 for Case.
Justin Arndt in there quickly, just not able to get under control and bring down Case. And we have injured player. It might be Amaral.
Yeah, Amaral hit the bigger Case hip high. It was a strong tackle, but sometimes
No,
that can...
it's not. Colton's up.
Okay, so we'll try to get the number on
we'll
it.
check that. Wait till they come up.
So good to see Colton Amaril's okay, but a player is still down, and I believe it is a Liberty player. As he's being attended to, he is sitting up and being worked on at about the 40-yard line. 10:01 left in the 3rd, 7-6. Walkersville leading Liberty on the first game of the regular season for both teams. A cool oldies 14:50 as we're looking for the number.
While we have a minute, Oakdale extends to 30-0 lead. It's actually a Walkersville player.
Yeah, oh, it is Walkersville, okay. He's being helped to the sideline. Number being blocked by the coach and trainer. Looks like maybe he's trying to avoid putting pressure on his left foot. So he'll be worked on as he sits down on the sideline and attended to by the coaching staff. 2nd and 6 from the 45 for Liberty. Working right to left. The shotgun, it's Case. 2 receivers down low, 1 up top. 4-3 defense, 4 down linemen, 2 on the outside for Walkersville. They bring 6, flip out to the outside. It's the back bouncing to the outside, now cutting back to the middle. Ball went to Caleb Reed, gain maybe 2 before being tackled by Max Burke.
Yeah, really nice play there, stringing that out. Colton Amaral in the mix. Braden Cheney there. But they strung that play out nice. Nice read option there. Case held the ball as long as he could. Hey, Linganore takes a 1-point lead at Mervo, 22-21 in that battle of 3A powerhouses.
We'll keep a close eye on that score. It's 3rd and 5, 7-6. Liberty trailing by 1, working right to left. Case, the quarterback, a solid drive, approaching 3 minutes in the shotgun. Caleb Reed behind him, who's been getting all the touches here to start the third quarter. Case drops back, passes quickly to the left, and is dropped by Puckett as he tried to turn and run before he had control on the comeback route. Incomplete. Now 4th and 6 from the 39.
Yeah, timing was perfect. Everything's there except Puckett took his eyes off the football just before he secured it. Brings up 4th and 5. And it looks like Liberty's going to keep their offense on the field.
4th and 5 from the 44. They have to reach the 39, pardon me, have to reach the 34. Case in the shotgun. 2 receivers up top. Puckett down by himself. Back behind him is Caleb Reed. Case turns, fakes the handoff to Reed. Rolls to his right, looking down the field, lobs it down the sideline. Incomplete. He had his eyes set on Carter Weddle, but a flag came out.
We're going to call pass interference. And he was getting ready to throw another one.
Carter Weddle was down at the 10, double team, passing complete, but a flag came out. And this is going to be a pass interference call and lead to a first down for Liberty. As their fans applaud, there's, I think, the official marking from the referees. Big penalty there on Walker.
Yeah, again, the receiver looked like he kind of got behind the defensive backs. I don't know if they reached out and grabbed him. Couldn't see from there.
8:44 left in the third. Liberty trying to grab the lead, down by 1 to Walkersville. And now the official brings the ball to the 39, and he starts his march to the 35, to the 30. I believe he's going to go down to the 24 and place the ball on the turf. There it is. And a first down for Liberty.
Yep. Penalty puts the Walkersville Lions defense against the wall. See if they can stand up and...
Full crowd of blue and white below us. The cheering section, the students for Liberty to our left in red, white, and blue. A patriotic theme night for them, it looks like. They're down by 1, 7-6 to the 25. Case comes out under center. Back behind him is the back Reed. Hands it off the left tackle. Turns and carries some would-be tacklers down to the 15. Leans forward to the 13. And it's a gain of 4 or 5 for the running back Caleb Reed. He's actually going to march at the 16. Marked at the 16 for Caleb Reed.
Yeah, good push there at the line of scrimmage, the point of attack off the left side, led by Kevin Kern.
2nd and 5 from the 16. Kevin Kern leading the way. He's lined up on the left side. Reed behind the quarterback Case. 2 receivers to the right, including Jordan Sia. Case in the shotgun. Ball at the 14. Case at the 18. Snap, turns, looks to his left, wants to pass it there instead of flushed out to the right. He's got some room off the right tackle to the 10, to the 5. Lunges towards the end zone, and he's going to be about a yard short as he's bumped out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, again. Great play, Sean Case. Nobody open downfield. Got a seam. There was no Walkersville defenders within 20 yards when he took off. As you called it, looks like it's about the 1-yard line.
Would it be shocked if this is a quarterback keeper for Case, the way he's been running? Had a rushing touchdown from 5 yards out in the first half. 6'2", 187-pound quarterback senior Sean Case.
He goes under center, as he did the first time.
I formation with Caleb Reed at the top. Case under center on the far hash mark. Turns and hands off to Reed. Reed lunges forward, jumps into the end zone through the tackler, and he's through for a touchdown for Liberty, and they take the lead 12-7. With 7:30 left, Liberty on top. Now we'll see if they go for 2 to try to extend their lead to 7.
Yep. Offense stays on the field.
Okay. So Sean Case orchestrating a positive drive, but it was a couple penalties that really was the issue there for Walkersville.
Yeah, a couple major penalties kept the drive alive.
And now Case comes out. He's under center. Same formation with Kevin Kern behind him. Caleb Reed at the top, I formation. 2 receivers down low. Goal line formation, Walkersville. The turn, the flip to Reed. Reed off the left tackle. He is not going to get there. A swarm of white jerseys covers him like a blanket at the 2 as Reed can't get in. And for the second time, the extra point is a failure for Liberty. But they lead 12-7 with 7:17 left in the third on Cool Oldies 1450.
Good afternoon. This is Lou Flores. The Mystics lost their 8th game in a row. Washington fell to the Phoenix Mercury 75-69 at home. Kiki Arifian had 18 points and 13 rebounds in the loss, while Shakira Austin added 15 and 10 of her own. The Mystics are now 16-26 on the season, 10th place in the WNBA. The Maryland football team will be back on the field tonight. The Terrapins will play their 2nd straight home game against Northern Illinois. Maryland enters the matchup having won its last 16 non-conference games.
14-15, Frederick County Sports Connection. The kickoff returned by Walkersville on the far side of the field. The returner all the way up to about the 38, maybe 39. And Walkersville takes over, trailing 12-7. Exactly 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Walkersville freshman Taylor Patton scooped up that line drive and a good return off the far side in front of the Walkersville bench up to the 40. Great field position. See if Walkersville can answer, see what their game plan is. I see big number 64 in there at fullback, so I think I know what the game plan is.
Got to be running the football as Liberty's special team there, Charlie Frothingham, slow to get off. They'll be tended to by the trainers. So here comes Walkersville in the shotgun. Turn the handoff to Amaral, and he is hit in the backfield by a swarm of jerseys. 4 or 5 blue jerseys blitzing through to bring down Colton Amaral in the backfield.
And Liberty adjustment. Looked like they played a 6-man defensive front against that run formation.
They are forcing Owen Brooks to put it in the air right now, which I think usually would backfire.
Yeah, Walkersville has changed their offensive package, brought in more wide receivers, and Liberty answers with their typical defensive package.
Walkersville has 3 receivers, 2 down low, 1 up top. The quarterback Brooks in the shotgun. 4 down linemen, 6 in the box, rushing 6 is Liberty. It's an end-around sweep for a positive play into the secondary. Maneuvering to the middle is Patton, past the first down marker, hit hard and jumps forward to the 40 of Liberty, picking up about 20 and moving the chains.
Yeah, the slot motion left to right, jet sweep. Patton around the right, then cuts back to his left, crosses midfield before Caleb, check that, Max Grosslinger jumps on his back and knocks him down.
1st and 10 from the 41 of Liberty for Walkersville, working left to right in their road white uniforms under the lights here in Howard County. Another end around, this time off the right side of Martin Messiah. He breaks out down the sideline to the 15, to the 10, and he's bumped out of bounds at about the 10-yard line.
I think he's back about the 20.
Okay, they're bringing it back.
Is where they're bringing him back. Messiah Martin, exact same play, this time from right to left. The inside slot receivers is kind of a run pass. They pitch the ball forward, so if the receiver drops the ball, it's an incomplete pass.
Seems to be more of a common play nowadays. See that a
Yes.
lot in college and the NFL. 5:40 left in the third. Walkersville is marching just inside the red zone at the 20. 1st and 10, left to right in the gun is a quarterback Brooks. Low snap, bobbled it, finally scoops it up. He's pressured from the right, rolls to his right, looking down the field, pumps fakes a couple times, and he's met going out of bounds at about the line of scrimmage.
And we have a holding behind the play.
It is going to be a hold on Walkersville. Another penalty at an inopportune time for Walkersville as it's brought back probably to about the 30. Penalties has really done Walkersville in. That's kind of been the story, a developing storyline at the very least.
Yep. They're really putting themselves behind the 8 ball, both offensively and defensively, with the penalties as you discussed.
So 1st and 20 from the 30. Owen Brooks, left to right. He's in the gun. Back behind him, Zemmerell. Brooks to snap, looking left, passes in the flat. Dangerous ball over the head of the receiver. He was looking for ambush. And a 2nd and 20 coming up.
Yeah, that timing was way off on that one. Ball overthrown.
Incomplete. And now a 2nd and 20 on the near hash mark for Walkersville after they made it to the quarterfinals in the state tournament last year. So did Liberty. Both these teams, especially Walkersville, trying to build on a positive finish. Snap, dropping back. Looking as Brooks lobs it down the middle. He's got a man in the end zone, but overthrew Messiah Martin. Incomplete. Martin had a step.
Yep, had a step.
3rd and 20. That was one of the better shots. And Brooks, you can see kind of hanging his head after that pass. He knew he had his man open, just couldn't put it on the spot.
Where are my students at?
Brooks, what a comeback story. Injured in the 3rd game last season, only threw the ball 24 times before getting hurt. He'll get into the rhythm. Long 3rd and 20 from the 20. 3rd and 15 from the 20. Brooks the snap, tries to bounce to the outside. It's actually in the hands of Messiah Martin, the speedy receiver. He gets to the corner, but knocked out of bounds to the 24. It was 3rd and 20 from the 30. Martin picked up 6 outside the numbers near the sideline, but nowhere near enough, and now a long 4th down coming up.
Yep, a more manageable 4th down situation. I'd like to see them come back to that play they ran on 2nd down, where they had Martin down the middle.
We'll see if they do. Messiah Martin is lining up in the slot on the right side. Damian Grant is out to his right. And by himself is ambush. 4:28 clock moving here in the 3rd. Walkersville down by 5 to Liberty. The Lions trying to pull back in front. They've got a 4th and 14 from the 24. The play is blown dead as every official blows his whistle and raises his hands in the air. And it is stopped. I wonder if we might have a timeout. And that is a call. Timeout from Liberty as they take some time. It is their first timeout. I don't think Liberty was quite comfortable with their setup as they time, and we'll go ahead and maybe take one with them here on Cool Oldies 1450 in the Frederick County Sports Connection.
Everyone in Thurmont knows and respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today.
4th and 14 coming up for Walkersville at the 24 of Liberty. They're down 12-7, 4:17 left. Let's see what Coach Thompson can draw up here, Coach. As Brooks comes out in the shotgun, back behind him is Amarell. He's got 2 receivers up top, 2 down low, including ambush. He's wide. Fake handoff for Brooks, under pressure up the middle, lobs it down the middle. He's looking for Martin in the back of the end zone, and it is incomplete, knocked down, and a turnover on downs for Walkersville.
And Liberty's a little disappointed they didn't intercept that, but you didn't want to. you get the ball out here instead of on the 20, you get it to 25. And it looked like Puckett got a hamstring cramp, and he's down on the field.
So Puckett goes out. He plays both receiver and defensive back. He is the #1 target. At least we're told that for Sean Case. He comes out. And we hope he's okay. Maybe just a cramp, like Coach Little said. Liberty has a chance to create some separation, leading by 5, 4:03 left in the 3rd. They're working right to left at their own 24. After the incomplete pass on 4th down, Sean Case looking to the end zone, couldn't find his guy. Owen Brooks, rather. Now Sean Case taking over. Hands it off to the outside. Caleb Reed trying to run towards the sideline. He's running horizontally and tackled in the backfield for a loss of 3.
And Amarell came up, grabbed the shirt, They're going to call a penalty on the face mask.
These two, so no flag yet, but the two officials are talking.
Oh, no, he's right there. He threw it.
Oh, he did? Okay. So the flag has come out, and you can see some of the Walkersville players putting their hands on their helmets, obviously frustrated, disagreeing with the assessment from the official.
And there is a flag on the play against Walkersville.
Walkersville just needs to internalize some of that frustration, make some defensive plays, strip a football, do something.
So the head referee, he talked to the official who threw the flag, and now he goes over and they're trying to mark off where the flag happened and where the ball is going to be placed. As they will begin walking at the 24, and I believe this will go to about just the 25 it looks like. No, 30. So is that the 30?
Yeah, 29.
29, there we go.
Yeah,
First and 9 from the 20, first and 5 from the 29. What was the call there? I guess
5-yard face mask.
5-yard face mask. Okay. All right. Thanks, Coach. So, incidental face mask. 5-yard penalty. There we go. First and 5. As the handoff goes up the middle, it is to Reed. Met at the line. Again leans forward. Picked up a couple. And it brings up a second and short from the 31.
Nicholas Spradlin there, along with Kelly, Thomas Kelly, to make the play.
3:03 left, Liberty leading 12-7. Working right to left. Case, the quarterback, taking his time, looks at his playbook on his wrist with the two backs, one behind him being Reed. To his right is Kern. 4 down linemen for Walkersville. They rush 5. Handoff goes to Reed up the middle. Again, men at the line, pressing forward, acting like he's in a wrestling match with the tackler. Runs to the 35, close to the first down. We'll see if he got it.
And they moved the chains.
Yep, first down for the running back, Reed. Strong run. He was met at the 32. Wrestled to the ground at the 35. Enough for a first for Liberty.
Yep. Liberty just playing with a little bit more energy than Walkersville right now.
Case in the shotgun. 2 backs, one to his right, one to his left. The snap rolls off to his right. On the option, keeps himself off the right tackle. Leans forward after being hip high. And falls down to the 38. Brings up a 2nd and 7 from the 38-yard line.
Mitchell and Kelly on the bottom of the pile again for the Lions.
Kelly's been great up front for Walkersville.
A little undersized nose guard at 6 foot 220.
Case in the shotgun, 2 receivers down low. Kelly leads the front line, the nose guard. He lines up on all 4s. Case takes a snap, rolls to his left, has some time, lobs to the sideline. Catch made by Kern. He's upended, but stayed on his feet. Angle pass a first down to the 43, where he's out of bounds, and a first for Liberty.
So Kearns, from his kind of back formation, he's kind of a wing. He's beaten the inside linebackers.
So the clock says 1:51. I think that might be considered the end of the 3rd quarter, though. So with the game being moved, waiting to see what the official says. I think that is the call.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll break with them. The 4th quarter coming up. It's a close one, 7-6. On Cool Oldies 1450 in the Frederick County Sports Connection.
Measure the value of education-based athletics? Well, the value is in what makes it invaluable. That's because school sports aren't just about winning. They're about learning and growing. School sports aren't just about gaining trophies and accolades. They're about learning life lessons, bringing a whole community together, developing character and integrity, having coaches who mentor you, and teammates who become lifelong friends. And you can't put a price on any of that. That's what makes education-based athletics invaluable. Of course, when you participate in school sports, you want to win and become a better athlete, but the purpose is
We start the fourth quarter. Liberty driving. Ball goes to Tate, and he's off to the outside. Into the secondary. Into Walkersville territory to the 40-yard line. Make it the 37 for a 13-yard pickup and a first down.
A little isolation play there. Tate clean through. Makes it one cut. Nice gain for Liberty. Somebody on that Walkersville side needs to make a play. Get some energy going.
Big moment in this game. Down by 5 is Walkersville. Liberty driving in Walkersville territory at their 38 with a first down. On the far hash mark. In the gun is Case. To his right is Kern. Behind him is Reed. Case looks to his right. Now comes set. Claps his hands. Takes a snap. Turns. Hands off to Reed. Straight up the middle. It's actually Tate. Tate met hit pie at the line of scrimmage and pulled down. Nice stop there by Walkersville. 2nd and 9 coming up. This Liberty 3 running back group, nobody I would say is real explosive, but all 3 are steady and provide something different.
Right now, it looks to me as though Liberty has their run package in. Neither of their top receivers are on the field. So if I'm Walkersville, I'm pinning back playing the run.
Under 11 minutes left to go. Liberty leading by 5, trying to pad their lead at the 38, working left to right in their home blue uniforms. High snap for Case, brings it down, steps up in the pocket, passes up the middle, and it is caught by Carter Wendell on the crossing pattern. Stays on his feet, breaks one tackle, shoulder to the sideline at the 12, gaining about 20 on the play, and a 1st and 10 from the 12 for Liberty as they are knocking on the door of another score.
Carter Weddle, tight end, big catch. Linebackers are just not getting back in pass coverage for Walkersville, and Liberty is exploiting it.
The second time Carter Wendell's made a catch going across the middle on that slant pattern, and with 10:30 right now, if you're Walkersville, trying to hold Liberty, maybe do a field goal attempt or keep them off the scoreboard. Walkersville needs a big defensive stop here, down by 5. Liberty trying to make this one tough. The handoff up the middle to Kern. Kern straight through the back line and the end zone for a touchdown for Liberty. And they go up 18-7 on the rushing touchdown from 12 yards out by Kevin Kern. Kern took it, went right up Main Street. Great blocking by the front line for Liberty. And at that point, going downhill, Kern, a big running back, linebacker, tough to stop.
Yep, nice counter action again. Got the middle linebackers for Walkersville to move. Kern into the end zone.
Case under center as Liberty goes for 2. Case and turns. It is to Kern. Kern muscling, pushing forward with his left shoulder. Met by a pile, and once again, he did not get it. So Walkersville steps up. They prevent the 2-point conversion. They trail by 11 with 10:06 left. And now we're going to see if that Walkersville high-powered offense can come through. We'll break and come back on Cool Oldies 1450.
At Thermont Country Kitchen, one recent diner summed it up perfectly.
This place is so good, the words are hard to find. It's a wonderful small-town diner with awesome food and great service.
Thermont Country Kitchen is located on Water Street in downtown Thermont. Open weekdays 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Remember when Grandma used to say, if you're looking for a great restaurant, follow the locals. And that's exactly what you'll find at Thermont Country Kitchen. A wonderful mixture of out-of-town guests, travelers up and down the
Back to high school football and Cool Oldies 1450 in the Frederick County Sports Connection. Brian Pierce with me is Coach Rick Little. Walkersville has their work cut out for them. Down 18-7, 10:06 left to go in the game. There still is time, but they got to work quickly. They'll have the ball working from right to left in their road white uniforms underneath the lights here in Howard County at the Western Regional Park as the kick went towards the sideline and out of bounds at the 45. Walkersville.
I think that was a deliberate low kick by Martin. Ian Bard just was in the right place, right time. Running back for Walkersville, scooped it up, got as much as he could, sets up beautiful field position for Walkersville. Somehow they need to make a play here quick.
on the
get
near
some
hash
excitement.
mark at the 45. Good field position for
Yep.
Walkersville. That's where you want to start. I wasn't expecting the low kick like that. And Walkersville brings it from right to left. Owen Brooks operating out of the shotgun. Brooks, high expectations for him, the 6'1" senior. Last year ended with an injury. Talking to Coach Thompson and their coaching staff, had a great summer practice session. Brooks, snap, rolls right, under pressure. He sees an opening though, sprints up the middle of the field into the secondary, down the far sideline. Throws on an extra gear before he's tripped up at the 35. Owen Brooks sprinting 25 yards for the first.
Yeah, a design quarterback sweep. Host of Lions in front of him as he got around the right side, down the sideline in front of the Walkersville bench. Big gain.
Clock stopped at 9:29 as Brooks in the shotgun. Looking to the sideline, getting the play call from Coach Thompson against a Liberty front four, front five. They've been rushing and blitzing and making things tough. Brooks is trying to adjust, down by 11, under 10 left to go. Brooks in the gun. Snap rolls to his left. Again, it's a quarterback sweep off the left tackle, nearing the sideline. But as he tried to make his way to the numbers, he is tackled. As he was tackled by number 32, Jamison Durst.
And we have a flag on the play way down outside, not even in the play.
That's in the
And
back
that's going to be
defensive
another
back.
hold.
Hold on Walkersville. So it comes back. Looks like the back judge threw it. One of the referees is standing near the sideline in front of us at the 35-yard line as they're discussing, trying to figure out where the holding took place.
Well, and they changed the rule a couple years ago. It's marked from the line of scrimmage, or where the ball ends up, the lesser. So you don't have 10 yards from way back here or whatever. It's right from where the play was made, line of scrimmage, 10 yards.
So it is brought all the way back to the 43-yard line. Walkersville needs to reach the 22. It's a long way to go on first down for Walkersville. Brooks in the gun. Receiver split. 4 down linemen. 7 in the box. Liberty's been blitzing all night. Brooks claps his hands, looks to the sideline. Now we'll change the play.
See, as much cushion as they're giving that, I'd just love to see them hit a slant up top there.
A lot of space in the middle. Brooks gives to Amaral straight up the middle. He runs behind the offensive line. Picked up 3 down to about the 40.
They got to get the ball out to their playmakers in space. Let them make a move or two.
Kevin Kern with the tackle, the running back who scored the touchdown on the drive for Liberty. Clock is ticking, 8:22. Standing in the shotgun spot is Brooks. He's looking to the sideline, getting his play. Looks like the entire offense looking to the sideline, making sure they're on the same page. And now Brooks, he comes set. To his left is the running back. 2 receivers split either side. It is Amaral. Ball goes to Amaral, straight up the middle. Once again, gains 2 or 3. It's a positive run, but they need some jump plays as it brings up a 3rd and 15.
Walkersville needs to start to play with a little bit of offensive urgency. If they're going to run the football up the middle, they should get on the line of scrimmage, run the ball, get on the line of scrimmage, run the ball.
7:45 and counting, Coach.
Yeah, and they're giving Liberty's defense time to rest and recover as they make a decision on what play to run.
18-7, Walkersville down by 11. There is time, but they have to work quickly. The snap to the quarterback, Brooks, rolling to his right, looking down the middle. His pass is batted incomplete as the defensive lineman jumped up and knocked it down. It was Max Drosslinger on the pressure, knocked the ball to the turf for the 4th and 15 coming up for Walkersville.
Just taking too long to get the ball out, trying to run deep patterns instead of just getting it to the receivers quickly and let them run.
Game pauses, 7:21 left. As the bleachers start to stomp their feet, creating some noise. Everybody in the crowd is moving. Quarterback Brooks, snap, turns, fakes the handoff to Amaral, 6 rush. Brooks lobs it down the left side and incomplete. as Mason Ambush was asking for a flag, didn't get it, and it is a turnover on downs for Walkersville.
Yep. The receiver never looked for the football until it was past him. Now this has to be, for Walkersville, your defense has to get you the ball right back here, or the time's clicking away quickly.
Liberty does have one turnover. It was in the first drive of the game. Walkersville had a pair of turnover on downs to start. Liberty muffed a punt. They've had a steady offense since then. As Case comes out in the shotgun, he's been the story, a rushing touchdown, and when Liberty's needed him to come up big, he has. As he comes out in the gun, back to his left, hands off to the running back, pressing forward, wrestled to the turf after gaining 4. Liberty will probably take that out to the 39. It's a positive run for Caleb Reed.
Yep. Good offensive push. The undersized Liberty line is really getting into the Walkersville's defensive front.
Brings up a 2nd and 6 for Liberty from the 39 with 6:30 left, working left to right in their home blues. Reed's behind the quarterback, Case. Pistol formation. Case looks over the defense with 4 down linemen, 6 in the box for Walkersville. The snap, 6 rush. Handoff goes to Reed. Reed pushes the right shoulder forward, leans in, maybe got close to midfield, rather the 45, needs to reach the 46. He's marked at the 44, and it brings up a 3rd and short.
Again, good push. Nathan Boydston there trying to strip the football and wrestle the running back down. 3rd. Maybe 2 now that they remarked the ball.
3rd and 2 for Case and company from the 44. 5:50 left. And right now Liberty might be thinking if they get a few first downs, they can really run out this clock. Still, though, they need to reach the 46. They're at the 44. Case in the shotgun. He's standing at the 40. His back, Reed behind him with Kern in front. The snap, the turn, the handoff to Reed, up the middle, hit it first, and I don't think he got it. He did not, got to the 44, the line of scrimmage, and it brings up a 4th at about a yard coming up for Liberty. And now decision time. This Liberty punt, and I think that's going to be the choice.
Well, let's see if they don't try to draw Walkersville off sides, even if they take a delay of game here, and then punt it with 4th and 6.
5:10 left in the game. Liberty's leading 18-7 week 1 of the regular season. Liberty looking for revenge after falling 41-13 last year against Walkersville. In the first week of the season, both teams made it to the quarterfinals of the state tournament last year.
Nice snap.
Good snap to Martin. His kick just away. Low line drive. The return from Martin, and he takes it off to the right side. Here he goes as he looks to sprint Messiah Martin to the far sideline. He's tackled at the 35. And Walkersville down by 11. 4:40 left takes over there.
Did they throw a flag in there? Yes.
Yeah, there is a flag. And we'll see what
on
the
the
call
tackle.
is. Could be a face mask.
After there was a little push after the play.
Walkersville, uncharacteristically, a couple inopportune penalties.
Yep.
And it is a penalty on Liberty. What was that call there, Coach?
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
There we go. So a bit of a break there for Walkersville. They start near midfield with 4:40. They need a couple big chunk plays, though.
Yep.
They have their timeouts, all 3 of them. And we'll see where it is officially marked. Sean Case has a rushing touchdown for Kevin Kern as well for Liberty.
And Reed, the 3rd one.
Reed, the 3rd one. A rushing touchdown for Ian Barr for Walkersville. 18-7, 4:40. Ball march to the 47-48 yard line of Walkersville, working right to left in their road whites. They need to score quickly, down by 11, 4:40 left in the first week of the regular season. 3 receivers down left, a prevent defense really for Liberty. There's going to be space up the middle, like Coach pointed out in the last drive. Between the hash marks, Brooks, the quarterback, takes a snap under pressure from both sides, whips it up the middle, and it is caught for a pickup of 10 as the receiver Damian Grant is whipped to the turf. It is a first down as it's up to the 40-yard line of Liberty.
Yep. Everybody ran a fly pattern to clear for Grant underneath on a crossing pattern.
The first down stops the clock at 4:21. Between the hash marks, Case. Grant with the reception. Case, 4 receivers. They're split. In motion right to left is Messiah Martin. It's an end around to Martin off the left tackle, angling to the sideline, cuts back, stays in bounds, bounces off the defender like a pinball, presses forward, past the first down. Extra effort for Martin, gains 15. That's a nice run for Messiah Martin.
Yep, a little jet sweep where they pitch it ahead. Good edge blocking by the Lions.
Clock stops as they move the chains at the 26. 4:01 left, down by 11 Walkersville. They're knocking on the door of the red zone of Liberty, though, putting pressure on the other Lions, both these teams nicknames the Lions. And now timeout is taken by Liberty. As
their
the Liberty
second
coaching
timeout.
staff, yes, Coach Larry Luth wants to reset the defense. They take their second timeout of the half. Not a bad one there. Walkersville had momentum. They were driving. Want to give your defense a chance to catch their breath.
A stop here pretty much ends the game.
Got a few more
Out of
scores
town,
maybe coming in.
try to catch up. 34-7 Middletown over Boonesboro in the third quarter. Williamsport 27-0 over Brunswick. Oakdale still holding at 33-0. Linganore holding at 29-21 over Mervo.
So much fun to be back here at the field for Friday night football. High school football, can't beat it. Everybody playing at the same time, watching scores. What an exciting time in late summer, early fall. Walkersville trying to pull off the comeback. Down by 11, 18-7, 4:01 left in the fourth on the road here against Liberty. In the gun is Brooks, back behind him, 3 receivers up top. Brooks the snap, looks to his right, passes in the slot. It is over to Patton. Patton cuts back, now juts out to the outside. He's past the first down, stays on his feet, tight ropes the far sideline, inside the 10, where he's finally pushed down.
Great individual effort by the freshman for Walkersville, Taylor Patton, a little swing pattern, breaking tackles.
He's going to be special. Just a freshman, Taylor Patton, one of the top targets for the quarterback, Brooks. And clock stopped. There is a penalty as well on top of it on Liberty.
Is there?
That's what I thought I saw from that official.
I think they had an equipment for Walkersville that they wanted to take care of. Might have been the extra whistle we heard.
Okay, so
it looks like the ball's marked about the 2-yard line.
So Walkersville 6 feet away from cutting into this deficit, down 18-7, 3:45 left. You want to try to get it right here. Every second counts for Walkersville. As Brook lines up in the I formation. At the top, it's Ummerell. The fullback's in front of him. I believe that's Max Berth, potentially.
That's Braden.
Braden in front. Quarterback keeper, straight up the middle, and he is in for a touchdown. Owen Brooks, in a 6'1" frame, goes over the center for the score for Walkersville. And it's 18-13. Walkersville not out of it, down by 5. Didn't take long. What, about maybe 70, 80 seconds on that possession. A really good drive for Walkersville.
Yeah, and good pace of play. They kept moving. They didn't spend a lot of time at the line of scrimmage figuring out what offensive play they wanted to run.
So it is 18-13. Snap to the quarterback. Brooks going for 2 off the right side. Jumps forward. He's there. He got it. Brooks is in for the score. And it's 18-15. That is big because now a field goal is the difference if Walkersville can get the football back.
That's exactly right. That makes 3-point difference here. If Walkersville can get a quick stop, they don't have to get into the end zone to try it, tie it up.
3:28 is what the scoreboard reads. That's what's left here in the fourth. The officials, because of the movement of the venue, they're the official timekeepers. Got to move from Liberty High School to Western Regional Park tonight here in Howard County.
Now, it would be really nice with these referees, as close as this game is, if they don't agree on the field with what the scoreboard is showing, that they don't give us a heads up here, and we can keep all the fans right up to tune with the time.
All we can do is go off the scoreboard. It says 3:28, and we'll stick with that. 18-15 is the score. Liberty leading by just 3 as Walkersville kicks off. You're not kicking an onside kick here, are you, Coach?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to onside kick it.
Okay, they are. So they will as the bunch is lined up on the far side of the field. And the kicker for Walkersville, Nathan Ramsey, is getting set for an onside kick at the 40. Here it is, bouncing ball, takes a high hop into the back and ricochets out of bounds. The flags come out. It got the high bounce, but
yeah,
it goes out of
a
bounds.
lot of action off the turf. With 3 timeouts, that gives Liberty really good field position, and then if they punt the football, they pin Walkersville deep.
Sure.
You know, that's another great thing about this game. You can have a lot of sidearm coaches, quarterbacks, so to speak, second guessing, but
I can see the thought process. If you get a couple first downs, it doesn't matter anyway.
Right.
But you're also right. If you do get the stop, then you're in great shape coming back the other way.
Yep.
So at the 47, their own 47 Liberty in their dark blue uniforms working left to right starts with the football. It's Sean Case under center this time with Caleb Reeve at the top of the I formation. At least that's who I believe it is. As Case turns and hands off, it's actually Dylan Tate straight up the middle, maybe gained 1 or 2. Walkersville amping up the intensity, stopping the running back for a short gain. Brings up 2nd and 8. Walkersville takes the timeout.
Yep, quick timeout. Can't give up 4 yards at a clip, though.
2:36 left to go in the game on the timeout. 18-15. And if you're Walkersville, you're thinking, okay, really need to get, you can't allow a first down at this point.
No, you can't allow any first downs, and they got to be real careful because Sean Case is a deceptive runner. He's after ISO 2, he'll pull it and run, and he's been one of their strongest runners. Once he gets going, always falls forward.
Liberty lost to Walkersville 41-18 to open the season last year, trying to get revenge, leading 18-15, 2:34. Exactly at midfield, Liberty needs to reach the 42 of Walkersville. This time in the shotgun is Case. Case high snap, pulls it down, hands off Kern. The big fullback presses forward, stays on his feet, bumps off one tackler at the 45, and he's finally pushed near the sideline. A challenging, hard-fought 4-yard pickup, and it brings up a gigantic 3rd and about 4 yards.
Yep,
here.
it was that counter action that Liberty used to score their touchdown. Walkersville played that one much better, but Kern's just fighting for every inch.
It's at the 46. Liberty needs to reach the 42. Another timeout taken by Walkersville. Clock stopped at 2:23. Case in the shotgun. Looks to his right and now to his left on the far hash mark. 4 down linemen for Walkersville. Case, the snap, high snap. Walkersville rushes forward. Case keeps it himself. Men at the line. He's not going to get it. Stopped at the 45. And it brings up a 4th and 3. Gang tackle by Walkersville. They come up big in the clutch. And they burn their final timeout to stop the clock at 2:17.
I'm not sure they used a timeout that last after second down, I mean, because we didn't have much of a break. I'm not sure if Kearns didn't get pushed out of bounds.
So
but anyway, we'll keep an eye on that.
Okay.
Stonewall there by the defensive front of Walkersville, led by Braden Mitchell, stops Case short. And this is, again, a case where try to draw them off sides. Walkersville's got to be careful.
So at the 45 of Walkersville is where the ball is at. Timeout taken by Walkersville. Ball needs to get to the 42, so undoubtedly, at least you think Liberty's going to punt here. I think you're right there, Coach. I think Walkersville does have 1 timeout left, and I think Liberty also has 1 timeout left. And now Liberty's defense, after they were in the driver's seat, Walkersville came down and scored a quick touchdown. off the rush from Sean Case, the quarterback keeper up the middle from 2 yards out. They scored it in about 70, 80 seconds. Now they're trying to get the 3 and out here and give themselves about 2 minutes to come back and tie with a field goal and win with a touchdown.
Yeah, after that first snap, the long snap on that first punt that went over the punter's head, the next couple have been like perfect. I don't know if they changed long snappers.
Colin Martin had a ball go over his head, like Coach said, to start the game. He's back at his own 40. There's a snap, it's clean. The kick is up, it's clean. High, end over end, angling to the near sideline, coming up. Oh! It's off the pads, the returner. Everybody falls on top. I think a white jersey of Walkersville recovered it. My goodness. That is...
so the returner, Martin, tried to get that one on the move. Bounced off him. I believe Damian Grant was there to cover it.
I think Martin's going to owe Damian Grant some food at lunch maybe this week, because he saved him on that play. And now Walkersville down by 3. They still have a pulse. 2:05 left. They have a long way to go, but they have a shot.
So here comes all these Thursday afternoon practices where you're working on your 2-minute drill. See if Walkersville has things ready to go. Their pace of offense was great the last drive.
Brooks, snap, flips to the right side. It's caught by the receiver, Patton in the flat. The freshman tries to cut back middle, and he's taken down after picking up 5. Out to the 26, needs to reach the 31. Clock is ticking, 1:52 on the far hash. Brooks in the shotgun, looks at his playbook on his wrist, taped to his wrist or his armband. Now the snap, rolls to his left. That's where the rush comes. Brooks back to his right. Nobody open. He keeps it himself. He's got a first. 30, 35, 40. Sprinting to the 45. Pushes the ball forward to the 47.
And there's going to be an extra 15, I believe. They tackled him out of bounds.
A late hit likely on Liberty, and coming off the field was Stephen Puckett as he limped to the sideline.
Yeah, he's having cramping issues. He was out for quite a bit here in the third into the fourth quarter, and now he just drug himself off the field again. It looked like Brooks scrambling down the far sideline, tackled out of bounds by the Liberty Lions. Got to be an extra 15 yards tacked on top.
He was tackled at the 49 of Walkersville, and now it'll be 15 more on top of that. I believe that puts them down to about the 36 of Liberty. Hit that back, he was at the 46. So now at the 38, about the 38, 39-yard line. And just like that, with 1:32 left, 92 seconds, Walkersville is inside the 40. The Liberty home crowd getting antsy. A couple of them stand on their feet trying to encourage their defense. It's at the 37 of Liberty for Walkersville and Owen Brooks. So Brooks, I believe Walkersville has a timeout still too. It's not up on the scoreboard, but I believe they do, as Brooks is in the shotgun. 3 receivers down low, including Damian Grant on the outside, 1 up top, rushing 6 is Liberty. Brooks keeps it off the right side, a lot of space at the 30, 25 to the far sideline, spun out of bounds in the 20, stayed on his feet, picked up 16, and with 1:23 and the clock stopped, Walkersville is in the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, but I believe that was the design quarterback draw, because Owen no longer caught the ball from the long snap, tucked it, and took off.
Both quarterbacks taking matters into their own hands. Lots of rushing plays designed for the QBs. And now Brooks on the far hash at the 20. 1:23 left, down by 3. Week 1 of the regular season coming down to the end. Brooks, quick pass to the far sideline. Hits turf, incomplete. Maybe miscommunication.
Again, miscommunication with ambush.
Week 1, still trying to figure out their
It looked like
chemistry.
a little. Brooks was expecting a turnout. Ambush did a fly. I'd like to see them run that type of action and run Amaral out of the backfield to the weak side after he does his chip block, because I'm not sure anyone is there assigned to him.
Amaril's lined up behind Brooks in the shotgun. Amarell then rolls out to his left side. That's what you're asking for, Coach. He's guarded. Brooks keeps it himself off the right guard. Absolutely obliterated after picking up 5. He pops back up off the turf, and the clock running at 1:10.
And their Walkersville timeout.
Yep, there it is. So that is their final timeout. Walkersville had one in their pocket. Coach Thompson uses it. That's the right time, too. With 68 seconds left, 1:08, and 3rd and 5 coming up from the 15. And now Liberty has a chance here to get a stop.
But the difference there, Amaral came out to the strong side. I want him to go weak side.
I see.
And they're sending that outside linebacker a lot. So I'm thinking if Colton chips him, there's nobody left to defend Colton if he leaks out into the weak side flats.
Liberty blitzing. They're rushing 6 every single time. A lot of times the running back can sneak out and find open space.
Exactly right.
Well, we'll see if Walkersville does just that. Amarell behind the quarterback, Brooks. 3 receivers near side as the Liberty fans stand to their feet. The crowd urging on both their teams. The snap is low. Brooks, quick pass to the right side. Caught on the sideline. Massive hit as the receiver was caromed out of bounds.
They're saying the clock's running.
The clock still runs. Under a minute left.
Is it a first down or?
It doesn't look like it's a first. Now they are moving. They are saying it is a first down. So the near side official, there is a delay, and now they are stopping the clock at 50.5 seconds. The pass to the sideline just enough for a first. Ball is at about the 9-yard line. So now a 1st and goal from the 9. Clock starts to run at 48 seconds. Brooks in the gun. The snap. Drops back. Rolls to his right. Looking to run. Breaks one tackle to the sideline. He steps out at about the 5 or 6. Gained a couple with 39.5 seconds left.
Again, all the pass coverage is over here to the strong side. The triple set for Walkersville.
They're running the same play, it seems like. We'll see if they do it again. Again, 3 receivers left side, but Brooks has found space on the right side to run. There is no defender on their right side outside of the far linebacker who often blitzes. Brooks the snap, fakes the handoff, looks to his left, now to his right, flush out of the pocket, and he throws it into the dark blue night, incomplete, out of bounds. 3rd and goal coming up from the 9, 33 seconds left. 18-15, Walkersville down by 3.
I think there's less time on the clock than we think.
Okay.
They're bringing in the field goal team. Again, I'm not sure why the referees on the field can't alert the press box and adjust the time.
So
I feel like I'm at a soccer match.
You're right. It's tough to tell.
Trying to guess when the game's going to end.
The clock says 33 seconds, but they're going down to kick. There must be only a few seconds left.
And it's only 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down, so Walkersville will kick. They have to reverse fields. Again, we're playing tonight at the Western Regional Park, and they reverse field to the side where they won't lose the football into the trees. And Walkersville is going to try to kick to tie. Essentially, the final play of the game. Walkersville trying to send it to overtime. I guess if they make this, we have more. So Walkersville and Nathan Ramsey trying to send this to overtime. He's got about let's see here. Ball's at the 6. Ramsey will kick from about the 20. About 20-yard kick.
About a 23.
23, okay. 23-yard kick. Crowd into it, stopping their feet. Ramsey's going to work on the near hash mark. He will kick it from left to right. He'll have an angle from right to left.
Yeah, setting it up on the 24-yard line.
So 24 is where the ball's being set up. Ramsey lining up his kick. Crowd getting into it, and now it's blown dead. As Liberty
uses their 3rd and final timeout.
They try to ice Ramsey. So Ramsey on the near hash mark will kick from the 24. He made his extra point attempt earlier today. Has good leg strength. We've seen it a couple times on the punts and kickoffs. And the accuracy from the extra point, good signs, but we'll see what he does under pressure, crowd in his ear, as Walkersville tries to tie it on the final play.
Shoo.
Been a good one, Coach.
It's a good one.
Good opening night. dominated by the rush. Liberty was leading 18-7 with just 5 minutes left. Walkersville marched down, scored in about a minute and a half. Got the extra point, the 2-point conversion to make it 18-15. 3 and out on defense. Now they come down and a field goal to try to tie the game. Nathan Ramsey, first field goal attempt of the young season. He's 1 for 1 on extra points. At the 24 on the near hash mark. He will have to angle this one right to left. Here's a snap, placement down, kick is up. Plenty of distance, and it is through by Nathan Ramsey. The fist pump afterwards to tie it at 18. Walkersville completes the comeback, and now the officials are blowing the game over. We'll go to overtime after the field goal from Ramsey.
Wow.
Nathan Ramsey, Walkersville goes the length of the field, goes from the 20-yard line, gets down to about the 6, and then the field goal from Ramsey on the final play of the game to tie it at 18. Final play of regulation, I should say.
Yes. And I hope we just play everything in this end of the field, on the right side, because if there's any field goal or extra point, we have to turn and go to the other side. So they ought to just say we're playing at that end of the field, but I don't control that part of the game.
Well, the game was supposed to be played at Liberty High School, got moved to Western Regional Park. Nice facility, doesn't feel like your traditional high school, but that's okay. We got the game on, and there's been an early lead for Liberty. They led 18-7. Walkersville comes back late. They score a quick touchdown, get a 3 and out, then come back, and Nathan Ramsey drills about a 24-yard field goal to tie it at 18.
Yep.
Massive kick from Ramsey.
I was trying to catch the number of the long snapper because you know a field goal is more than the kicker. Ambush, holding, Ramsey kicking. I didn't get the long snapper's number to give him credit.
What is it, 12 on the clock for overtime?
No time.
So, yeah, refresh my memory here and refresh the memory from the listeners here, Coach.
Unless things have changed, which I don't think they do.
Okay.
Both teams get a chance. They start at the 10-yard line.
Okay.
Score or not, the other team gets the ball. Score or not, and then it's the differential. The game's over.
Okay.
Now, if you're Liberty, the way you've been running the football, you feel pretty good about things. If you're Walkersville, with your field goal kicker, you feel pretty good about things if you can just get a stop of Liberty.
I believe, looking at the reaction from the sideline, is it Liberty? Taking it first. So Liberty will take it first.
No ties. No ties in high school football. They play this out till, and as far as I know, there's no change in college where you have to go for 2 and stuff like that. I think this is just play from the 10.
So from the 10, Liberty starts with the football. Like Coach said, their running game has been pretty unstoppable. Sean Case, their quarterback, has been tough to defend. On the flip side, Walkersville plays with all the momentum, and they were able to force a 3 and out. So working towards the right side, like we said.
It looks like Walkersville has the ball
it's Walkersville. My mistake. So Walkersville starts with it. So Walkersville will begin with the football. And Owen Brooks trying to keep that momentum going after a touchdown, then a field goal in about 5 minutes to tie it at 18. Brooks goes to work. First and goal from the 10, like we always do to start overtime. Brooks turns, hands off. It's to Amarillo. Amarillo straight up the middle, stays on his feet, somersaults into the end zone for a touchdown on one play. Walkersville takes the lead, and now they'll go for the extra point, and Liberty will have to respond. Been a quiet evening for Colin Amarillo, the receiver turned running back, but one play in overtime, he busts through the middle and somersaults into the end zone for a touchdown.
From a tight formation, quarterback under center, Nicholas Spradlin, fullback on the isolation play, opened the door. Amarillo walks in. Extra point is boomed and good.
Through for Nathan Ramsey. So Ramsey 2 for 2 on EPs. He's 1 for 1 on a game-time field goal. So Walkersville strikes first, and now Liberty has to respond. They'll start, of course, from the 10, working left to right. They got to score a touchdown to keep this game going, and then the decision comes: do you go for 2 or kick the extra point? But first things first for Liberty, they got to try to get in the end zone from the 10-yard line.
You're exactly right.
So Sean Case brings his team out. Case a rushing touchdown. Kevin Kern's got a rushing touchdown. Hebert's got a rushing touchdown. 3 rushing touchdowns, but 3 missed extra points. Well,
yes,
extra point opportunities, I should say, for Liberty. Here we go. In the gun is Case. To his right is the back read. Case a snap off the
Ball's
end
on
and
the
a
ground.
fumble. If it's picked up by Walkersville, the game's
Nope.
over, but it's recovered by Liberty about a yard behind the line of scrimmage, and it's considered to be just an incomplete pass. You're right there, Coach, because it went forward.
Right. Should be marked right back at the 10 because they tossed the ball forward on the jet sweep.
I think that might be what the officials
And they are
actually
having a
discussing.
discussion with the referees, and Liberty coaches are trying to help.
Was it a toss or was
yes,
it a handoff?
He
is the
flipped
question
it.
there.
Clearly flipped it.
I thought so too.
He tossed it.
So we're expecting it to be a 2nd and goal from the 10. Liberty has to score a touchdown and then kick the extra point to keep this game going. We're in overtime. 25-18, Walkersville up by 7. Liberty was leading 18-7, an 18-0 run for the Walkersville Lions to take a 25-18 lead. Colton Amarillo, the touchdown to start overtime. And on the first play, what we believe to be an incomplete pass. In Case in the gun, 1st and goal from the 10. Back to his left is Kearns. Reads behind him. Case, the snap, the turn. It's actually to Tate. Tate bounces off the left side, bounces off the tackle, cuts back to the middle, leans forward, and he is down
at the 1.
To the 1-yard line. Dylan Tate down at the 1, and it brings up a 3rd and goal from the 1. That's a big touchdown-saving tackle for Walkersville.
And Dylan made people miss. A lot of individual effort on his part.
So Tate down at the 1. Case under center,
Push,
I
push.
formation. Case on the tush push. His line is running back behind him, pushes him in for the touchdown. Case into the end zone, 25-24. And now decision time for Liberty. Do you go for 2 or kick the extra point? We'll see what they decide.
I do not see anyone. I don't see Martin coming in.
So Liberty looks like they're going to try to go for the win.
And now they use the one timeout.
So talk about it. Decisions for Liberty. As they use their timeout.
Or they were going to get a delay of game. Yeah, so where's the kicker? He is part of their offensive package, and like we said, we didn't see a block come in.
Colin Martin, he plays receiver, actually had a reception earlier in the game.
Correct.
He would be the kicker. He's looked good on kickoffs, but did miss an extra point, and Liberty has not attempted a point after an extra point since. They've gone for 2 every time, so we will see what the decision is.
No block.
I believe Liberty is going for 2 and the win as Martin goes out wide left, so that has got to be the call. This will be the final play as Liberty is going to go for 2. Sean Case is under center. Case looks to his left. Under center's Case. In the I formation, turns and flips. Off to the right, he fakes
No,
it.
he didn't get it.
Himself, jumps forward. Did he get it? Is Case in or not? As the officials discuss,
He didn't get it.
did not. Case didn't get it. Short by less than a yard. Walkersville throws their helmets in the air. It's the final play of the game. Incomplete. The Liberty coaches and Case himself are furious as they believe they got in. Walkersville walks off and wins 25-24.
A little inside trap action. Looked like that Kearns looked like it was an opening there, but Walkersville closed quickly and drug him down just shy of the goal line, waved off by the referees. 25-24, Walkersville with the big fourth quarter comeback.
Unreal finish. Walkersville down 18-7. They rattle off 18 straight points, and then that touchdown in overtime including, and then Liberty comes back and they score, go for two, short by less than a yard, and Walkersville wins 25-24.
We always say the first week, it's exciting, the build-up, but boy, this game lived up to everything that we could have asked for in a high school football game.
And that's about as tight as it comes. What an exciting game between Walkersville and Liberty as Walkersville pulls out the win in week one. We'll be right back here on Cool Oldies 1450 tomorrow. We're looking forward to that. Kickoff is at 1 o'clock. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. For Coach Little and our entire crew, did a great job. I'm Ryan Pierce. Again, the final, Liberty falls to Walkersville 25-24 on Cool Oldies 1450 and Frederick County Sports Connection. Good night.
Serving our community for over 50 years with quality service at a fair price, Brownie's Auto Repair employs only ASE certified technicians. Brownie's is one of only 33 shops in the state of Maryland designated as an ASE Blue Seal of Excellence repair facility. They want to help you maintain your vehicle in a manner that keeps it trouble-free and fun to drive. Stop by today. That's Brownie's Auto Repair, located on Frederick Street in Walkersville, a proud sponsor of Walkersville High School Athletics.
Cool 1450. What a finish to that one. 25-14. Walkersville beats Liberty in overtime. Liberty goes for two here at the Western Regional Park, and they come up just short. An incredible comeback by Walkersville. They look like they were out of it with about 5 minutes left.
Yeah, not a whole lot of emotion. Liberty kind of having their way in the second half. Took an 11-point lead, and Walkersville, when they had to, answered with two consecutive scoring drives. The last-second field goal by Nathan Ramsey, to tie the game and send us to overtime. And then one play, Colton Amaral up the middle, following his lead blocker, the 6-foot, 265-pound fullback Nicholas Pradlin, into the end zone. First and goal. They took the lead, kicked the extra point. Liberty came back, answered it, and then decided to go for two. And somehow Walkersville defense kept Kern out of the end zone for the 1-point win.
It was a wild night, from the venue change to the clock issues to the comeback from Walkersville. But that's what you want in week one. Work out the bugs and then get a great game. In Walkersville, they come back. They beat Liberty 41-18 in week one last year. Much closer game today, but they edged them out 25-24. As close as you could possibly get, maybe even inches on that final play.
Right. And I'll tell you what, both coaches, a lot to work with.
Sure.
I mean, a lot of things you can improve on, but a lot of things you can feel good about. So both these teams, and I joked early before we even came on air about this being a preview of a 2A, 1A regional playoff game, because Walkersville moves down in enrollment to a 2A, 1A classification along with Liberty. So we could see this same matchup in week 10 or 11.
At least tonight, very evenly matched. Coach, final thoughts on this close Walkersville win?
It just, again, a lot to build on, a lot you can improve on. It looked like everybody came through healthy. We had a couple cramp issues. It's a little warmer today than it has been like for the last month. But overall, both coaches got to feel good about what they have to work with. And I think they both learned a lot about their teams. Both the game plans kind of came to fruition. Owen Brooks kind of made the big plays, and then Colton Amaral, a couple big plays, a couple wide receivers. So there's a lot of offensive potential there. The run game from Liberty, pretty solid. They were pretty consistent. So Well, we get to take a deep breath, get a little rest, and
little
then
rest,
we're back on the air tomorrow afternoon when Thomas Johnson travels to Catoctin, so we get to extend our Week 1 high school football.
2 games in 1 week, can't beat that here on Cool Oldies 1450 in the Frederick County Sports Connection. Thomas Johnson at Catoctin. That kickoff is at 1 p.m. tomorrow. For Coach Rick Little, Tyler Wilhelm, and Michael Betteridge, I'm Ryan Pierce signing off 25-24. Walkersville takes the close win against Liberty on opening night.
Good night, all.
Don't worry, if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast, all of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault.